All right, everybody, and welcome to the Swiss Army Nerd Podcast. This is your co-host, John Sturcard, and my other co-host,
Neil Lynch.
That's right, and we got our buddy Korg back. He's back for seconds.
What do you got to say? Oh.
What's up, bitches?
Oh, Dad. Korg.
He's been drinking.
Korg. Cut down on the beer, man. You're going to get a gut if you keep beering it up.
Yeah, that's right. All that grain will go right to your stomach.
Yeah, he'll start molding into a graphite body.
Them hops.
Yeah, you'll be a lava rocking in no time.
Okay, we're done with the rock front.
You'll be what's the one with the
Yeah,
you'll be in.
He'll be Bridgestone. He's drinking Bridgestone, man.
Oh, wait, isn't Bridgestone a rock?
No. It says stone in it.
I prefer Guinness.
Oh my god.
Dumbass.
You're becoming Neil.
Dumbass.
We were very hostile today, apparently. We're all pent
He's
up.
been hanging out with Korg a little too long.
That's
Yeah,
right.
Korg, drink a few
I mean,
butt
I
shots.
gotta drive him every time.
Has he make you done a butt shot yet?
No, it's close.
Oh.
Close.
Butt
We're
chug.
not that kind of friends.
Korg
Oh.
butt chug.
I'd chug a beer out of his
It's
butt.
professional.
I feel like it would probably taste like Poland Springs because it's just hitting the
It
water.
just filters right through the rock.
Yeah, it'd probably
I
be
can
the
see
cleanest
that.
beer we've ever had.
Probably.
I would be in for it.
Would it be?
Did you know that Genesee beer is from Genesee, right? It's from the Genesee River.
No, it's not. Is it? That's disgusting if that's true.
They use the water to
It's
filter it.
up closer near the headwaters, so it's
Yeah.
not as nasty as it is down here.
It is a nasty.
And they just found a dead body in it recently. So,
Yes.
like, you know, when you drink Guinness, you drink dead people.
No. Not Guinness, you dumbass!
Genesee, you drink dead people.
It's contagious.
Guinness is from Ireland, right?
Yes.
Yeah, like, that's the
My bad.
thing.
I got the wrong one there. They start with G.
No, Guinness and Genesee are way off.
I mix up everything that starts with a
You
G.
live in the town.
Yeah, I
How
know.
do you mess that up?
No, it's just G's. Anything with a G I mess up. Like G6, G9, G5,
G-spot.
G-spot,
G-net.
G-net,
I have never heard you mess
Genius.
up anything.
No, just wait for like a G word
This
to
is a
come up.
very failed example here.
Okay, give me like a place that starts
I
with
can't
G.
give you an example because I haven't done it.
The Geneva Convention.
Geneva. the Genesiga.
The Genegiga.
Genegiga.
Anyways, yeah, but if you drink
Geneva?
the G beer,
Not Guinness. Guinness
not
is good.
the other one
Genesee.
from the G area, from the G River, you get dead people.
Yeah, I wouldn't drink that.
All right.
And AIDS. No.
Sure.
Sure.
I prefer Guinness. It's probably the only beer I like is Guinness.
Yeah, I'd have to.
It's probably.
This is good stuff.
I'm not a.
This is
I'm
car
not a
bombs.
beer
That's why this.
Well-
tastes. Anyways, yeah,
guy. How was your week?
it's good.
A good week.
Very good. How about you?
Pretty good week. Good week. Yeah.
Yeah, I had a pink eye. Well, I thought I had pink eye though.
Oh no.
Oh, no.
I thought I had the poop
And
eye.
you came here.
I thought I had the pink eye disease. So on
Thought.
Tuesday.
What was it, like a cat hair in your eye or
So
something?
I don't know if you could still see it. There was like a sty in it because there's a block moisture.
Yeah,
thing.
yeah. I see it.
Yeah, see
He
that shit?
just
Yeah.
hasn't washed his face in a month.
Oh, it's been like 6 years since I've washed my left eye.
I've gotten a sty in the exact same
He
spot.
covers it when he's in the shower.
Don't you just have to keep putting soap on it? That's all I did.
Baby soap is one.
Yeah.
Teabag it is another one.
Yeah.
Not like balls to the face. The
No,
other
like
tea
the
bags.
Oh, I can see you doing that.
Because it's like inflammation, but it's hardened, right? It's not
Yeah, it's like a
styes.
hardened inflammation. And
Yeah.
if you don't take care of it, they have to cut it open and drain it.
Yeah,
They,
yeah.
they pretty much take an X-Acto knife and go. Whoop.
A guy, Joey, we went to school with, he got that done like every week.
Okay, in
Because
his-
he never showered, so he'd get
It's
styes
filthy.
all over his body.
Besides being filthy, but didn't you get it like everything everywhere, like any
Yeah.
buildup? Because remember his cauliflower ears?
Yeah, that was hot. That was still horrible.
It was literally so bad there was cauliflower growing from his ear.
Yeah, no,
How
it was.
he able to go to school if he never took a shower?
No, it's just this. He just didn't. Like he just didn't. Like it, no one stopped him. Our high school wasn't really regulated.
No.
It was only 60 of us, so we
Was
had
it-
to take who
There
we
was
could get.
54.
We graduated with
Not
69
many.
in our class.
Yeah,
Oh,
it was not many. But we only
That's
like
not a lot.
we
I
only
thought mine was small.
no, we were a real small school.
Yeah.
We were one of the smallest classes too,
Yeah.
for whatever reason.
Well, it's only getting smaller as the generations go on.
Well, yeah, they just had to combine all the sports teams and stuff from our districts because
Yep.
they're so
Yeah,
small.
our school's done that.
Makes you
since
wonder where
I
people
left,
are going.
actually.
Dude, it's crazy.
Yeah.
It's
Maybe
it's
they're
like
going to
they're
the
New
river.
York State.
Or they're going through the river.
fuck New York State. I'll say it. I don't care.
The river? The river? Dead bodies
Okay,
in the river?
let's just move past the dead bodies.
Tom, how's your week?
My week, I mean, it was pretty solid. I've been just hanging out. Haven't been off school.
Oh yeah, it's your week off, right?
Yeah,
Gotta enjoy it while you can.
chilling.
Now, to the best part. How was your week,
Patrick.
Patrick?
Yeah,
mine,
man.
mine was, pretty normal, average.
No,
You bullshit me, Patrick.
huh.
A lot of driving.
Oh, where'd you drive,
Oh,
man?
Where'd you drive to, Patrick?
I've waited my whole life for this.
It's a lie.
Where did you drive to, Patrick?
I drove to Buffalo.
Oh, wait.
What's in Buffalo?
Yeah, what's it? Was it some
I
weird?
have friends in Buffalo.
Oh, okay. Yeah. What?
Not the specific one I'm talking about, but
Oh, okay.
Was it a
you should be here next week.
was it a normal friend or was he weird?
We
Yeah,
know
was-
him, 'cause we work with him.
I know it's.
But was he
crazy.
weird?
You
Was he-
met up with Chris, and you guys. Chris was telling me something.
We
You guys,
went
you guys
to the
went
mall.
somewhere.
He would-
We went to the mall.
Yeah,
the
well,
mall.
I got late at night. You went somewhere.
Oh.
Yeah,
To
the
some
mall.
sort of kind of. It was a show.
Oh, I think I know this one. When you went to the mall, did you go to like a brewery or something or an alley yard?
See what he did that?
Like an alley? Was it? No, you didn't. That's weird.
Al.
That's really
You got it.
weird, man.
So he said there's something about a guy that was weird, and his name was Al or something like that. I
It
don't
rhymed
know.
with pal.
Okay, we're there. We're there. You went to a Weird Al concert. You please gotta tell.
It's not a concert.
Okay, whatever it is.
I wouldn't consider it a concert. I don't think he considered it a concert.
Okay, so go.
Because it literally said not your typical thing. It
Did
didn't
it?
say concert.
Wait a
it
minute,
said
wait.
not your typical thing on
That
the
was-
shirt.
Because his
That
name
Chris
is.
bought.
But that's a shirt. That's what did the ticket
All right,
say?
hold on a second. You're telling me that Chris bought a Weird Al shirt?
Yes.
Okay.
I want him to
did.
wear it. I want him to wear it
Yeah,
next
actually, yeah, that's the rule for him because next week he's gonna be our announced guest.
Way to spoil it.
Well, I'm sorry,
Well-
we have to give him a
week. We've
teaser,
been literally teasing it for like a month.
but he's gonna be wearing his Weird Al shirt, and if he's not, he's gonna sit there naked. That's the rule.
And Cord's gonna
You know,
do
he
some
might do,
stuff
no,
to
he
him.
wouldn't do that.
He would
Yes,
not.
he
Sit,
would.
no, he wouldn't sit there naked.
He would. No, he
Half
would.
naked, he
He'd
would.
he'd
He'd
be,
sit there with the shirt off.
yeah, he'd free nipple
Okay,
it.
you have to wear Weird Al. You're not coming on. Nah, you're right. He would do it.
Yeah.
So come on, tell us how it was.
Um,
Being brutally honest.
well, my first thought when we got there was there was definitely a stereotype.
Oh, real quick. You know who Weird Al is, right?
Yeah, I had to listen to my little brother listen to his CDs when in middle school.
Okay. Just
forget-
making sure.
I
'Cause some
forget
people
he-
don't know.
Yeah, they sings Yoda. I'm fat. What is-
Eat It.
Eat it. That was maybe that's it. Yeah, eat it. And
eBay.
then,
The eBay song.
eBay.
Also,
White and nerdy was a big one when we were growing up.
Say that.
He didn't
didn't
sing
sing
White
that?
and nerdy.
Are you
He went into it for like 5 seconds because it was like his finale thing.
Oh.
So he did a whole bunch of things at once.
The fact that
Oh.
he had a finale thing.
Was there fireworks?
It was inside a school.
That's.
Was there fireworks?
Was there fireworks?
No,
Was there pyrotechnics?
no.
Weird Al needs to step
What-
his game up.
What did he talk to
Yeah.
the crowd?
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Did
So what do you talk about to the crowd?
We tell stories that were in between songs while he was waiting for his guitarist to tune his guitar.
Really?
Yeah.
Was that weird?
Wait, he had someone else tune his guitar?
Yeah, everyone does.
He doesn't play guitar.
Oh, he doesn't even. What? He just sings?
He sings and then he has this little
So it's like a comedy show.
Yeah. Was it?
Shut up.
Is
Did
it?
you let the man tell the story?
Well, I'm trying to figure this out piece by piece,
He
man.
had his band there. One guitarist was on his right and the other one was on his left.
Could you imagine being a member of Weird
He
Al's
was on
band?
the mic.
How low do
He
you
had,
have to be?
he had this thing that you clap and it little makes a noise, and then he had the tambourine, and he'd tell stories while his guitarist on his main guitarist on his right was tuning his guitar because he had like a whole row of guitars.
So his right hand man.
Yeah, he had a whole row of guitars for different songs that they played because he doesn't use one guitar for every song.
Of course he doesn't, because he's Weird Al. He's big shit.
That's not Weird Al.
It's not
a
Weird Al.
guitarist.
Oh, okay.
It's
Guitarist.
Weird Al. Can you imagine me that? What's your job? I'm Weird Al's guitarist. That's weird.
I
play
wouldn't tell
7
people.
guitars for concerts. He
It's-
probably went through 8 of them.
And he okay.
Wait, what?
How
He had like a stack of 8 guitars.
Can you
He probably
imagine
used each guitar.
how much was the ticket? You need to tell the world.
69 something.
Wait, how
Okay,
much?
I'm gonna. This is. I'm putting out an announcement. Weird Al should be arrested for robbery.
That's highway robbery.
Highway robbery. I wouldn't pay $60 to watch him get in a fist fight.
Alright,
Let
Weird
alone
Al-
do a concert.
I'd pay $6 to watch him get in a fist
Yeah, I
fight.
guess I would.
Maybe at very most for good seats, $20.
Like I'm talking great
Good
seats.
seats.
Like I could touch him. $20.
They weren't bad seats, honestly.
Where'd you
was-
sit? Like how far?
Oh, we were in the. Okay, so picture like your school auditorium.
Yeah.
So no matter where you sit, it's not too far.
Okay.
Okay.
We're probably 8 rows from the back, but we're sitting up high, and the balcony's above us.
Okay, so you're in shit seats.
So shit sits for the auditorium, but you can still see pretty well.
Wait, was there seats above you?
Yeah.
Oh, so there's an Abraham Lincoln booth.
Yeah.
yeah.
Were there people dancing or was it just conversing What was the? Because that's what I'm trying to imagine.
That's why it wasn't. I didn't feel like it was a concert, because, in an auditorium assembly, you have to sit there and be quiet.
Yeah.
Well, the guy's talking.
No one was.
So it was quiet during the songs.
That's so weird.
Other than you could hear little snippets of chatter about like, oh my god, he's playing this song, or Chris was laughing in my ear because there was a joke in the song that Chris liked.
Of course. First of all, I want to say Weird Al is probably the most defining artist for Chris.
Yeah.
Like, if I had to put Chris into an artist form,
Weird
it would
Al.
be Weird Al.
Yeah.
I don't think it was a bad experience. All in all, it was not a bad experience. Experience, if I can talk. But
So
I
he
would
gets
not
the E's messed
consider it. I would not consider it a concert.
Would you go again?
I would pay $70.
Wait, 70?
Let me ask
70,
you,
yeah.
69 something.
And then not to
75.
mention
Oh,
the
I
gas
said
he
50.
spent.
Yeah, can I ask you something? What was a typical person at this concert?
Yeah, what did, like,
Um,
average?
Well, if you're booty butt or bubble butt, you want to give me a call, please.
Bubble
Bubble
butt?
butt?
There was 2 10s there.
Okay, I'm going to stop
Two
you right
serious
there.
long
I'm going to
tens.
stop you right there.
No.
There
No.
were not 10s there. There were 10s in the crowd of people.
And I'm gonna
In
stop
your
you.
perspective,
I'm gonna
there were
stop
10s.
you both
They were
They're
right
not
now.
10s. They were 10s in perspective
No,
of
no.
what else was there.
I'm gonna stop you both right now. They were 10s, but they were a 0 in the head. They probably were, like, there to, like, strangle. They were. You never heard of the?
They were blonde.
No, they were probably there to kill people. They were serial
There were
killers.
10s based
I'm
on
serious.
what else you had available to you in a Weird Al concert.
So, like,
there
they-
were 10s for Weird Al.
So pretty much by perspective.
Yes.
So you're looking at a dude.
No, I wish you saw them.
That's some Matrix shit right there.
Can you imagine
I
that though?
thought it was. I'm like, what the hell are they doing here?
They're actually just dudes with bubble butts.
What are they doing?
No.
Were they alone? Like, it was just those two?
The 2 girls.
There's one together.
They
Did
had
they have
to
a
be-
cup?
They were drinking.
So they had a cup.
Don't even bring that
They're
up.
probably.
You couldn't drink in the auditorium though.
Wait,
What the? You go to a Weird Al concert, you can't drink? Okay, nope,
No, you
nope.
can drink in the hallway outside the
So
auditorium.
you get hammered outside, and they come in. Weird Al! See, I could never
here's
go.
our tiss.
I could never. I am not. I'm gonna publicly admit I'm not mature enough for Weird Al concerts because I would get so plastered I'd heckle him and get tossed. I'd be the guy.
Play Wine and Dirty!
Yep. No, I would be like, play Freebird. There's no way I would be able to get through the whole thing.
But
After the third time saying play Freebird, he'd be like, "Get this guy out of here."
Get him out.
Just some say a hero can say this.
Get him out. You get out.
the rest of the crowd was, it was reasonable for what I thought a Weird Al
Was
concert.
it hipster or was it like dorky?
Or old people.
Or a dorky hipster.
Or dorky old hipster old people.
Probably a combination of the 3.
Oh
Ooh,
no.
Wow.
Oh, no.
So-
Everything about it is
What
like
was the weirdest guy you ran into there?
Chris.
No. You mean talk to me or?
Or like, no, you like
'Cause I didn't
saw...
talk to anybody I didn't know.
Okay. So you didn't-
Stranger danger, smart man.
He just had to sign up for stranger danger. But anyway, the weirdest guy that you...
The weirdest guy I saw. Well, there was a really weird group together, but the one guy I literally said in my head, "Don't talk to me. Don't talk to me. Don't talk to me." Was this guy? He paid for the VIP pass. Was probably like $300.
Jeez, like
Oh, wait, I'm stopping you. Right, time out. No.
VIP pass
Time
for Weird
out.
Al.
VIP pass?
Yeah, there was a VIP pass.
there's no such thing when there's no VIP. There's
Yeah.
no.
Was he in the Abraham Lincoln booth, like up above? Did he have the whole John Wilkes Booth
Bottom
experience?
row right in front of Weird Al.
What do you say to him? Like as a I don't understand why you pay those seats. Like, I would pay those seats to see some, like, an artist I really enjoy, like Eminem or something. I would pay it because I would be like, oh my god, this guy's like a legend.
Oh, I was asked if I was gonna buy a shirt, and I said no.
How much were the shirts?
I don't.
Oh, there's no way they were cheap. They had if he,
$30.
yeah, if he was charging that, there's no way.
You
There
could buy
was a
10 shirts or
poster-
get a
there was
VIP pass.
poster there. There was a poster there. I think it was $100.
Oh my.
Of course, Tim and Chris,
Okay.
got a shirt because
Alright.
they really like the stuff, and you're looking it up. So
I'm going to
okay.
tell you about the VIP package.
Oh my.
One premium reserve ticket in the first 15 rows. A meet and greet with Weird Al after the show.
Of course, gotta do.
Includes a signature any one item of your choice in photo with your camera. Be a part of Weird Al Jeopardy, a pre-concert game show experience.
Yeah, that's what
challenging
this guy
people
was,
to
'cause he
ultimate
came out
Weird
of the
Al
auditorium
trivia.
before the show started.
Constant.
Stop right there.
I'm not done yet.
No, I need
I'm
a
not
second.
done
I
yet.
need a solid minute.
We might need to pause on Jeopardy.
Pause at that one.
I don't know if I can move past that.
I don't think I can either
Can't
without...
ask me, because I wasn't there for that.
What do you think it is? That's what I want to know.
It was
Do you
trivia
think...
questions.
No, do you think it's like he
Weird
gets
Al.
like Alex
Well,
Trebek?
how many questions could you ask about Weird Al?
No.
I
Like,
don't know. This
My-
is Weird Al. He could have a whole bunch of
My
them.
question,
better.
my question is it like the Jeopardy board game where like they have everything ready for you and Weird Al just knows all the answers, so he's just like fucking Guatemala, Argentina, he's just destroying you, or is it like a
Weird Al's gotta be
homemade
the
like
host
teacher
at that point.
presentation?
I would imagine it's like he's the Alex Trebek. Like he's the host,
Ooh,
and
that's
and
good.
everyone else, and he gets to decide if they're right.
Is
or
it
wrong.
bad if like I keep thinking of like his right hand man and like all these scenarios just like fucking kill me?
Yeah.
Right-hand man is like,
No, he's like in like because there was two of them. You said right?
there was a
Depends.
guitarist slash
No, the
pianist,
VIP
and then
people.
the VIP? There's a whole bunch of people. that came out.
Somewhere, Weird Al has an agent who has to rethink his life every time he
I
does
think
this.
there
the
was
right-hand
like 20
man.
to 30 people that came out of the VIP room before the show started.
So you're telling me
It was an
20,
orgy.
20 it probably would be. That would be worth $300 if you had a Weird Al
I'm
orgy.
gonna keep on going here with the Weird Al VIP
Giant
bag.
cocaine orgy.
So be a part of Weird Al Jeopardy pre-concert game show. Experience a challenge to people to the ultimate Weird Al trivia contest. Register for the chance to be contestant or just play along from the audience. No shouting answers. A custom framed set list from your own unique show. Every show on the 2018 tour has different set lists.
So he goes to the computer lab and prints them and puts them in the frames.
Pretty much. An exclusive limited edition Weird Al wristwatch with moving limbs as hour and minute hands.
Must have.
Nope. Nope.
I know this, that if you have those on, instant panty dropper. You don't even have to say your
Those
name.
tens
Dude,
must have been
I'm
hunting.
I'm gonna keep going here. Souvenir VIP laminate, crowd-free merchandise shopping,
Wait, okay, hold on. Crowd free.
So you like go there before the crowd gets there. You can go around.
You gotta
like
get them shirts before
Yeah.
anyone else.
Crowd-free pre-show hang with fellow fans, including cash bar with complimentary
Cash.
non-alcoholic beverages and one drink ticket. Early entry into the venue and an on-site VIP host.
I'm done.
I would buy
That's
that
what you
if they added one thing in. Can you guess what that was?
Orgy?
Getting the punch Weird Al in the nuts.
Yup.
That would be worth
That
it.
or a hand job.
Yeah, one of the two. That is unbelievable.
That's a lot of stuff.
That's a lot of stuff, but it's really not worth that.
No, it's not.
Like, I could live with 90% of that. I could live without that.
I really want the Jeopardy. Like the Jeopardy ones
I bet
actually
you can
sold
sell
me.
the watch to some crazy fan for a whole lot more.
The fact
Oh,
that
yeah, you
there
probably
are
could.
crazy Weird Al fans, like,
I felt like the group in front of us was crazy Weird Al fans.
Were they the
Just
tens?
I just
No.
don't, like, do they go home and it's like everyone's got a favorite set list, right? But do they go home and they're like, all right, and they pop in Yoda for the 17,000th time, and they just sitting there rocking him like, all right,
Can you
this
imagine
is
the house
I
parties?
could see that.
what? Like,
And for some of these people, yes, I could see that.
did they sing Amish Paradise?
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's just like, that was his big thing. He got sued for like crazy for that.
By the Amish?
No, because he took it from Gangster's Paradise
Oh,
and didn't ask. He just took it and like butchered it.
that's
But
awkward. Okay, were those the tens?
those were the tens.
No.
You
Oh.
sure?
Yeah.
Because like maybe he just plants tens in the crowd.
Weird Al was
I,
the
this is gonna be a little creepy, but I kind of stared for a moment. So
at the girls.
at the two girls, yeah,
That's all right. They're not gonna know.
Yeah, weren't their backs towards you?
not always.
You probably
Well,
had.
so they were looking at you.
No, I mean I first saw them when we went through the security gate.
See, you and Chris should have hit on him because you got nothing to lose at
Yeah.
a Weird Al
No.
concert. Nothing.
Hey, you're at a Weird Al concert? I'm at a Weird Al concert.
Hey,
I-
they ain't got alcoholic
I'm
drinks?
not gonna lie.
I do.
I seriously thought about it. I told Chris, like, I might ask them
You
out.
really should have because it's like obviously if you're at a Weird Al concert, you're either a really good friend or you're going through a midlife crisis. And both of those, you have a good shot. So
Or they're gonna cheat on their husband. Like all three are.
I bet they were our age.
My point stands.
honestly, that is the best cover-up story ever. If you were a cheater, it's like,
Oh yeah.
it's like, oh, where'd you go? Oh, Weird Al concert. They
Bullshit.
They'd never in a million years be like, oh, I bet you cheated on me. No, they're gonna be like, what? Just forget it. I don't want to talk to you.
Don't tell me about your day.
Just
Fuck off.
Forget it. I don't want to hear.
That's
it.
why you smell like sex. Ugh. Did you go to the pre-party orgy?
Did you go to the pre-game Jeopardy show?
I love the idea of Jeopardy. It's like they press the button and Weird Al just like takes his pants down. What? It's like, this is Jeopardy. That's not Jeopardy.
Do you think it's just like like really weird shit about him? Like,
Oh
like,
yeah, I'm sure it's like trivia, like what was my first cat's name or some shit.
or like
There were people. I'm pretty sure there's people that know that.
Oh yeah, well, if there's people spending $300, I wouldn't spend $300 unless I knew that I had a chance to like impress this person with my knowledge.
yeah,
Like, there's no way I'm gonna go unprepared to a $300 meet and greet and
with Jeopardy.
With
I've
Jeopardy.
been studying your Wikipedia page for like ever.
I feel like Weird Al's the only artist who controls and writes in his own Wikipedia page.
You know,
Like, I really
I can see
believe
that.
that. Like, that he sits at home, it's like, oh, I had a good concert.
He's just
This
every
time-
concert is like
Had a good-
cataloged.
A 5 out of 5 stars.
There were two
he didn't
tens in the
act like
crowd.
I thought he would during the concert though, like in between the songs. I thought he tried to tell like jokes and be funny the entire time. He was pretty serious the entire time.
Really? Like,
Yeah, he didn't act like what I thought Weird Al would be.
on a scale of like 1 to 10, 1 being serious level, like, I found a rock in my shoe, it hurt, or 10 being like, well, you know, North Korea's a big issue, and we'd really be talking about it more. Like, how serious?
That was a really bad example. Because I have no idea where to gauge that.
Well, start gauging.
Those are two very big extremes. Like, oh, slight inconvenience. We're going to war. Like, I see. I'm not.
I only remember him telling one joke.
What was it? Do you remember the joke?
It was
a knock-knock
his
joke.
first interaction with a celebrity, and he kind of goofed up. I forget the celebrity's name, but he misinterpreted. She opened a restaurant.
Okay.
And they went to the restaurant, and he misunderstood what she said, and he goes, "Aye, Captain," because he thought she said something related to being "I'm Captain something," instead of saying her name.
Ah, gotcha.
And so he says like, "Oh, this must be like a pirate or seafood themed restaurant." So he's like, "Oh, aye, Captain," and he's talking like that, and he goes, "Well, she just stared at me and walked away." So that was my first interaction with this celebrity.
I'm not surprised.
Yeah, but
though.
like, if that's Weird Al, you come to expect to be like, oh, he's doing something.
But that apparently everybody else at the table just stared at him like, "You're a dumbass."
I feel like Weird. I wouldn't want to like go places with Weird Al. I feel like
He's the kind of guy you don't want to take anywhere.
But all the other times he was just talking about like what made him think about writing this song or what made him.
See, that
what
would be
was his
kinda
inspiration.
neat.
So it almost had like a coffee shop feel.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah, but
But
that
not
was his only
auditorium.
joke. Everything else, he was just talking about his songs, and I was very surprised because I did not picture Weird Al acting like that. He
Yeah.
was very mellow and.
well, maybe he used to be wild in his younger days, but now he's like 60 or something.
Explains the bar.
It does. It does actually. That's so weird. I wanted to hear about that story, so thank you.
But you guys asked me. Okay, you guys asked me a question and never let me answer it.
What
Oh.
was the question?
What was the question?
What was the weirdest guy I ran?
Oh,
into?
Oh,
yeah,
yes,
dog.
yes.
So there's two weirdest interactions. There was the one group that was next to our group, and that group had this one guy who didn't care who was staring at him or what he was doing because he'd pick his nose.
Oh, I thought he was gonna say he was whipping his dick out.
Yeah, I was thinking that
I
too.
was waiting for that.
It's the world we live in.
For all I know. I mean, he had his hands down his pants at one point.
Oh
Weird
no!
Al.
You
And then he was just doing a whole bunch of weird things, and I'm like, I can't stare at him.
Imagine the right hand man. He's like has to clean that up
So I
afterwards.
went back to looking at Bubble Butt.
Yeah, that would.
That'd be a damper on my spirits at a
Yeah.
Weird Al concert.
I just hope he doesn't sit next to us.
That's so weird.
And then the other one was the guy who came out of the VIP room. He came dressed all out in white. You guys know who Meatloaf is?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, he looked like a fatter Meatloaf.
Maybe it actually was Meatloaf.
Meatloaf's dead. I'm pretty sure.
I think Meatloaf's dead.
I like how we all got really silent.
Yeah,
like
I
that was
don't
like,
know.
Well, you stared at me like you were really surprised, so I was waiting for a
R.I.P.?
retort.
R.I.P. question mark.
all
But then
right.
he had the long hair, completely
M?
dressed in white, like white shoes. I don't think he had socks on because his pants were short, but they were white pants, white shirt, a white jacket.
So he's just ready for a wet T-shirt contest.
It was all white, and he had like
Like
a tail,
Jesus?
a tailcoat on and everything.
It's a really fat
He
Jesus.
had a tailcoat on?
It was a tailcoat.
Wait,
So
stop.
this dude was dressed like
He had a coat on. The back end went down to behind his knees.
That is amazing.
But his outfit was completely white.
Yeah, so he was like a rock and roll Jesus.
The meatloaf version of Jesus.
Meatloaf Jesus.
He's just jumping from
And
dimension to
He
dimension.
comes out and he's strutting himself, and he's it's kind of weird looking because he's heavy, and he starts talking to himself really loud, like somebody's listening to him.
So like meatloaf.
And then I turned away because I was like, "Don't talk to me! Don't talk to me! Don't!" Because he looked like somebody that would just walk up to somebody and talk
And
to
start
him. If he
talking to
didn't-
him?
Yeah.
Like meatloaf.
Yeah. And I got lucky because I literally turned around and he walks up to the group. Two people, like 2 feet, not even 2 feet from me, starts talking to them. I'm like, yes. And I was like, where's Chris?
Why were you not with Chris is the better
Chris
question.
was buying a shirt.
Oh, of course
okay.
he was. I love. Don't you hate it when you're like go somewhere with a friend and you split off,
And they just
and
start
like
going,
then
yeah,
all of a
well.
sudden something weird or fucked up happens to you, and you're like, God damn it, where are they? They're
Where-
never gonna believe me when they get back here, and I tell them that someone shit on my shoe. Where are they?
So by the way, Meatloaf is alive.
Yeah, that's what I
Okay.
thought.
Yeah.
Because he was at Sausage Party.
Yeah, he was alive.
Was he
What?
at the sausage party?
Yeah, so he was the singing Meatloaf. He was the when he's all sad because he broke up with the bun. Meatloaf is singing, and it's a Meatloaf, and he's
I
like,
thought they just took a recording from a song.
No,
It was
no, that-
actually Meatloaf.
that was Meatloaf as
real,
Meatloaf.
real quick add-on. He is 70 years old.
Yep.
His birthday is September 27th.
Nice,
And meatloaf.net.
good. You know,
That was the first shout out to Meatloaf.
yeah. Shout out to Meatloaf. Probably the first time in
So,
years.
Patrick, that was
Did
a
the man look like
amazing
this?
segment.
Yeah, I like
I
that.
appreciate hearing about that.
Thank
Did
you.
he look like that?
That's
Except fatter and with longer hair.
Okay.
yeah, old Meatloaf. So you're
So-
thinking '80s Meatloaf.
Yeah, I'm thinking like when he had albums coming out.
Gotcha. Not
But
the.
he,
Meatloaf.
but he was heavier set. Did you see the Meatloaf movie? He has a movie about how his career started.
Can we,
no.
can we not have
All right,
a
this
section
is
about
that's enough
please?
Meatloaf and Weird Al. We're done putting these fuckers over.
So like that.
Yeah, that's exactly.
Oh my god.
That's exactly it.
But heavier.
Okay, all right,
Okay,
fair enough.
all right.
That's all I need
So,
to know.
We're
And it
done
was-
talking
it was
about Meatloaf
blonde hair.
and Weird Al.
Heavier
Let's
set
move on
Meatloaf.
to our next segment here.
Yeah,
Oh, is that me? That's
Yeah,
me?
that's-
movies.
I was really in this meatloaf.
So I imagine we're gonna save the big one for the end, right?
I thought that was the big one.
I thought that was...
The Weird Al was
You guys
not.
were really insistent I do this when we got
Yeah,
here.
no, it's an amazing
We kind
segment.
of really considered.
It's solid. So
good.
I'm gonna be able to at Meatloaf and Weird Al. It's gonna be fantastic.
Great. Anyways, yeah, no, I think we should save that for the end. I'll
Yeah.
jump around a little bit, try to get all that stuff related at the end.
Perfect.
All right, so let's start. Actually, let's not start with. Let's start with this one. Hey, Dragon Ball Z is gonna have a new movie coming
God.
out. Except it's gonna be one of the anime movies, so like we're good, we're safe. But in case you care,
Do you know what it's called?
Dick Butts McGee, I don't know,
Okay.
like
It's always called like
Wait,
Battle
wait,
of the
it's
Gods or
about the anime or is it the
Yes.
live action shit?
no, it's not live action.
the live action.
But I'm
stuff
sure
is
we're gonna get another one soon. That's why I brought this
Okay,
up, because
so
like
I have an idea
it's coming.
what it's about.
It's probably dicks.
Majin Buu.
Just no giant penis monsters.
No, it's probably going to be about
John
the
Cena.
life after the end of the series.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
okay.
Because that goes into what I wrote down.
Oh, Dragon Ball Z.
Well, my two topics that you told me to think about,
Yeah.
like, okay, anime was one, but I know you guys don't really watch it other than all
Dragon
of us
Ball
know
Z.
about Dragon Ball Z.
That's
But
why I put
people
it down.
do.
I don't know if any of our
Right.
listeners watch it. They probably are going to look at us and be like,
Yeah,
nerds!
that's fine. You gotta.
I can think about like 4 or 5 of our listeners that I know have listened to it.
Really?
We can add the hashtag in there. People will start to get towards
Hashtag
Anime.
So there you go.
Tentacles.
There we go.
I watch
Anyway.
it, but I don't watch it
I
like
can't-
crazy.
I never could get into it. Like, other than Dragon Ball Z was my shit.
why I wrote it
Dragon
down.
Ball Z and Zoid. Zoids? What's it? Zoids? Do you guys remember Zoids? You ever watch Zoids?
It's the
Is that just
robot
me?
things.
Yeah, it was like a robot bear, and the guy had a robot like white
Lion.
wolf and shit or some stuff.
Power Rangers?
No, it's
No,
called Zoids.
it was pretty much
better than
Power
Power
Rangers for
Dragon
Japan.
Zoid, Dinosaur Zoid.
It was
Except this was just called Zoids, and but there were dragon ones, and there were bears, and the
right.
shit was cool.
Pterodactyls.
Yes, yeah.
and
think
eagles.
of
Yeah.
think of if Power Rangers
I think it was on Cartoon Network.
and what's another good example?
Power-
Pacific Rim had a baby.
That's
Let's not
Zoids.
talk
It's
about Pacific Rim.
Zoids. Zoids was like Power Rangers without the Rangers.
Yeah.
Like it was just
Everyone had Zoids.
Yeah, and instead of like having things that like built together, it was like animals. They had to.
Were they like the Zoids, or did they just
No,
have
the
them?
Just
Zoids.
had them.
the
They were like a
Zoids-
vehicle.
Yeah, they were given a Zoid when they're born. Like everyone in the world was given a Zoid, and like it grows with you and it connects with you, and that's your animal. So like the guy that was his animal. It was like a weak ass Zoid. It was like a white lion, and it ended up being super powerful because he had like this super cool connection with it. It's dumb in hindsight, but when they fought, it was so cool because it was like a giant
He's not
bear.
wrong.
Every anime is dumb in hindsight, but it's just in the moment.
When
it's
they
cool.
fight, it was cool.
I
But
feel bad for the guy that got Zoidberg as his Zoid.
Oh my god. Well, see, Zoidberg kind of ruined it because Zoids was before Futurama, and then Zoidberg came out, and that's all I could think of.
Yup, Zoid.
Yeah.
Zoidberg.
I fucking hate
But
Futurama.
that was one of my topics.
Okay.
Oh,
So,
shit. Stole
No,
that one.
No, it
So-
wasn't DBZ. It was anime in general.
Oh, okay.
Well, I mean, you can do that if you want. I just wrote that down because it showed up on Newsfeed, and I was like, oh, well, might as well, delve back into a little nostalgia. Fuck off, Tom. I'm in this topic. As I was saying, sorry, everyone.
not sorry.
I'm not sorry. You're right. Fuck you. Sorry, everyone. I got a little heated in the moment.
They like the intensity.
So, moving on. I just want everyone to know there is going to be a new, in case you want to feel some nostalgic boners. Hey, man. Deadpool 2 is actually doing some reshoots.
Really?
But not in the bad way. They actually did a test screening, and people were like, I want to see more Cable and Domino. And because of that,
Ryan Reynolds was like, I want to see more Cable and Domino.
no, apparently they did a
Well,
test
they
screening.
do premieres and shit where like
Oh.
critics
Critics
go.
come in and see it.
Yeah, like so, like Infinity War, like there was a premiere for it like a month or two ago.
Yeah,
People have already
seen
seen it,
And then
but they
yeah.
sign like little things and then they give notes.
Yeah, it's a notice of non-disclosure or
Yeah.
something
We're
like
not
that.
supposed to talk about it.
Yeah, and they
You get
give
fined
like they
if you
give
do.
they give bad, yeah.
It's bad.
But they give you notes like this part was confusing, this part didn't make sense. Most of the time, directors are like, "Fuck off, it's perfect." But like in that case, I'm sure. Do we know who the director is? It's the same
can't
director
remember.
as
No,
Deadpool
he
1?
left. He left the project.
That's right.
Because he wasn't seeing eye to eye with Ryan.
That's right. Because that's right. And Ryan booted him off the set.
Yeah.
Because it's Ryan's movie, basically.
Basically.
But I think that's cool. That sounds like something Ryan Reynolds would be okay with.
So I'm interested to see how that's gonna go because the movie comes out like super soon.
Yeah, it's March, I think. March something like that.
it's
March
the end of
something.
20.
May. Sorry, May something. Not March. It's May something. I know it's after Infinity War now.
Yeah, we went over that last
Yeah.
2 weeks ago.
I
Yeah.
think it was always after Infinity.
No, it was on the same weekend. It was
Yeah.
like that Sunday or something.
And then they moved that.
That's a smart decision because they don't want to compete.
Well,
with
No one does.
No one
Everyone moved everything. Like when they switched it to 27th, every single movie studio that was gonna have stuff come out that day, none of them are. It's
no, fuck
just
that.
because you're competing against probably one of the greatest movies of all time.
Which
It's
has actually
gonna-
probably helped them too.
Oh,
Because there's
yeah.
no other movies coming out. So.
Yeah, they're gonna destroy it. We might actually see the first $1 billion weekend.
Are you
Like that's an
thinking of,
actual thing.
Yeah.
David
Hasselhoff, yeah.
No, Leach.
That's the director.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's cool that he takes criticism. I think
Yeah.
that's cool.
I thought that was kind of interesting. I was going to see. It'll be interesting to see, like, when we watch it. Be like, oh, okay, maybe like we could tell. Like for Suicide Squad, when they did the reshoots, it was painfully obvious the scenes that were spliced in.
Yeah.
I think obviously it'll be better than that.
Same with Justice League.
Yep.
Because
Which comes out on Blu-ray and DVD soon.
Yeah, it's garbage.
Don't buy it.
Yep.
Don't buy it.
Don't buy it. Watch Wonder Woman again. That's
I'm
my advice.
excited to meet Cable. I'm
Yeah.
very excited
Yeah.
to see Cable.
Domino looks pretty badass too.
Yeah,
That fucker.
she's hot. They got a lot of flack for picking an African American one. I
I
don't
think it's
understand that at all.
I think it's good.
I always who was it? Jimmy Kimmel came out.
In black anyway, so
Well, yeah, it
you
shouldn't
can't
matter.
Yeah.
But Jimmy Kimmel came out during the Oscars and was like, "Yeah, everyone had an uproar about it. Wasn't that, but whatever, uproar about this." And then he pauses and he's like, "What people don't realize is these people are fictional.
Yeah, right. It's
so
like
they can be whatever race we want them to be." Yeah, I thought that was really funny
true. It's true,
because
though.
people are like, "No, you can't have a black Superman."
It's also
why?
Yeah, it's also movie.
You can't
Movie.
Black Santa. Watch me.
I actually read an article a while back. It was on some stuff from the comics that shouldn't be adapted into the movies, and I forget what was on there, but I know one of them had like Superman like burned down an orphanage or something like that.
Amazing.
And they're
Watch
just
that.
like, Yeah, we probably shouldn't do that one.
See,
but
that-
it's DC, so they might throw that one in. He's evil now, guys.
Yeah, I'd watch an evil Superman before I watch this one again.
As long as Superman
I think
was
Evil Superman
played
would be more
by
interesting
Nicolas
than any
Cage.
Superman movie.
I think, yeah, I agree.
That brings me to my
I
next
know.
topic.
I know.
He wants to voice Superman in the Teen Titans movie. Nicolas Cage does.
Stop it. He can't.
Yeah.
Let him.
He can't.
Let him.
Let's do it.
Are you sure about that?
He shouldn't.
Let him.
I
I
say
think
we
you
should let him.
Even if it is DC, I don't think you should let Nick Cage any more.
He was almost
superhero
He was
movies.
Yes,
almost
he
Superman
should.
though, man.
Dude, you know how many times he tweets that picture? Every time a comic book movie comes out, he retweets that picture and says, "What if ... Every time. Like, even the Marvel movie, Infinity War's coming out, has nothing to do with Superman. He's posted that.
He doesn't
What
know
if ...
that.
He
He doesn't know that.
Nicolas Cage is out of his fucking mind.
He'd be like, I would be the best Infinity Warrior.
I saw that picture and I'm like, there's no way. That's got to be Photoshop.
No, it's real.
It's real.
He
Tim
was
Burton.
originally going to be casted as Superman.
And Tim Burton was going to direct it
Yeah.
before he got
They wanted
drafted
a giant
into
spider
Batman.
in the movie, and then
I'm glad they did.
he failed, and they made Wild Wild West.
Yep,
We
that's
need-
literally what happened too. He's not even kidding.
We need the time
Th-
gem to fix this.
Like that's literally what happened. Wild Wild West.
Him for Ghost Rider because Ghost Rider is probably one of my top 10.
He was a good
superheroes.
Ghost Rider.
Fucked it
The
up.
first one was good.
The
The
second
second
one
one
was
was
bad.
horrible.
I don't think either one of them were good.
Oh, you know, well, no, the first one was...
I think first one's
First one was
watchable.
It's watchable. Like,
Wasn't
it was...
good, but it was watchable.
It was cool to see, like, the pennants there, and, like... But the real Ghost Rider from the comics
I
is...
think the writing was terrible.
Oh, yeah,
Oh,
well,
yeah.
yeah, that's definitely... Probably one of the Marvel movies they, like, refuse to take credit for. Like,
I mean, look at it's not as bad as Fantastic Four though.
Yeah, Fantastic
That
Four
was gotta be like one of their first ones.
It
before
was.
Punisher,
Yeah.
wasn't it?
was young.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know.
Punisher was before.
Punisher, I think,
Punisher
was...
was early. Punisher was in
Punisher was good. I don't know why...
Punisher was good. I liked Punisher.
The one with...
The
I
first
think
one.
It's Jane Foster or something is his name.
Right, the first one with John Travolta, right?
Yeah.
Is that the one you're thinking of?
I
Yeah.
thot it was... I could still watch
I
it.
like that one.
Yeah, that's good.
That's-
It's watch it. It's good, watchable movie.
I think
I'll
maybe-
watch it when it's on TV.
I think maybe it's because comic books didn't really take off until like our generation started
Iron
helming
Man.
shit.
Iron Man was
Yeah.
the big one. That was
Oh,
like
and
the
that
turning
was-
point.
Oh wait, yeah. Before
Iron Man?
then, oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh,
Ghost Rider didn't come out before Iron
No,
Man?
yeah,
It
it did
did.
come
It
out.
did.
it's like the
Iron Man was
pre-Iron
the
Man
takeoff.
era, though. Like, look at all the
okay, I see what you're saying.
superhero movies before then. Sure,
Trash.
you had. Well,
Incredible Hulk with Eric
Oh
Bana.
my god, that was fucking awful.
Yeah,
That one gave me headaches watching.
dude, that was one of
it
the,
gave me a migraine. It straight up gave me a
That was
migraine.
Fucking awful.
It was really bad. That was when they just, I think, really started
I went to
discovering
see that on my
CGI.
birthday.
I mean,
Yeah, it was
there's a
bad.
few movies before then, like Batman Begins. You know, you get these few gems in there.
Yeah, but that was DC.
No, I'm saying superhero movies in
Yeah.
general.
Yeah.
You get these few gems in there.
The Tobey Maguire Spider-Man.
See, the first
Those-
Spider-Man
The first
was
one
good.
Was good.
But I remember seeing it, and we were like, "Oh my god!" Like, if you watch it now, like, it's good. Just don't
Yes.
watch the third one, and it's really one and
It's
two
not
are
wrong.
good.
1 and 2 are fine.
Doc Ock was badass.
One and 2 are fine.
If they would have kept Doc Ock for the third one somehow, I think it would have been a
If
completely.
they just hadn't fucked up Venom in the third one, like
Yeah.
that's all it takes.
It could have been Dark Knight trilogy-esque. It was
Yeah.
this close, and then they
If
just.
they didn't cast Topher Grace.
There is a few things though when you watch 1, 2, and 3 in a row because I've done it before. You see a few things that are reused and annoying. So the first one came out in what 2002, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, I think so.
And that was right after 9/11, so it's America patriotism. So there's
Yeah.
actually a lot of American flags, a lot of patriotism in it. And then by the second one, you're like, all right, I'm seeing like the constant theme again. And by the third one, it was 2006,
Something like that.
2007. Most of the patriotism from that had worn off from our wars that we had been fighting.
Yeah.
Most people are like, fuck it.
He must only have his incidents in
2007.
summertime.
2007.
Snow.
So that's what I'm saying. So like, there's a few things that don't line up, but it's when you hit the third one that's the issue.
Yeah.
So you
You're
can
in
watch
New
1
York
and
City,
2.
right?
Yeah, it's in New York City.
How come it's never snowing in any of these superhero movies?
Because it's hard to shoot, and they usually shoot in like Cleveland and shit.
CGI.
Yeah.
Well,
You're
yeah.
just gonna have it fall in the background.
You gotta
don't need to
remember,
show it snowing.
back in like 03, like CGI was not,
Shit.
and it was way more expensive. It's expensive now, but it was
Mm-hmm.
way more expensive then because there were only a handful of
You
artists that
guys
could do it.
remember the Beowulf movie?
Yeah.
That was like all CGI, and it was like super expensive, and they made like zero money off.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was one of the biggest failures of all time.
Yeah.
The
God.
Lara Croft Beowulf.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes, the
that's
one.
it.
Hey, Beowulf!
I don't even know what were we on. What
Beowulf!
How did we make it to Beowulf?
We were talking about
CGI.
reshoots,
Oh,
and we made it to here.
Holy shit!
We made it.
Oh,
Rabbit hole! That's the green thumb of the day.
That was a hell one.
That was bad. I actually was going somewhere with that, though. before we got onto Beowulf.
CGI.
Before that.
We didn't go right to Beowulf.
Fuck it.
We went on
Pictures of them.
Fuck it, before that.
Okay, I got nothing.
Well, fuck it. Anyway, oh, right.
We were on
Movies.
Spider-Man.
There's movies that, like, superhero movies that before Iron Man were pretty decent.
Yeah.
You look at Batman Begins, you look at the first two Spider-Mans, you look at some of the Christopher Reeve runs are silly, but, like, they're decent to watch.
Yeah.
But, like, most of the movies before Iron Man had very little comic book relevance.
Yeah.
Or had too much. So, like, they found the perfect middle when Iron Man came out, and that's what started it.
They had actual writers. They hired writers instead of either comic book geeks or instead of people that like superheroes. It's they took Iron Man the character and they expanded it into a person, and that was what made it successful. If you would have just thrown Tony Stark into a suit, we wouldn't have cared. But you have to watch 45 minutes of him going through hell, building the suit, and then you get to see him grow into Iron Man. And then that was the trick. They figured it out there.
That was the perfect origin story.
They made us wait like that. I think they finally figured out that we can be patient. That's Marvel's key. Patience.
Mm-hmm.
That is the key, and that's like
failure. Patience.
Yeah, they don't have it. They wanted to push it out, but
yeah, that was the Deadpool 2 reshoots.
Yep, cool.
We went into the rabbit hole really deep.
Yeah, we did.
We found Mordor. Anyway, so moving on.
I need to apologize. It's all good.
No, yeah. So Cameron Diaz. Hey, remember her?
Yes.
Haven't seen her in anything since what? Bad Teacher, I think.
Just was watching Charlie's Angels last night.
She retired from acting.
She retired from acting?
She's done.
Wow. What did she say? Why?
I can't remember why, but she's done.
Probably because she can't get any. Because she used to be like the girl next door, hot blonde, who was like smart or ditzy or whatever. She was Bad Teachers was funny. Like that movie I thought was funny.
It didn't do good though.
No. It's funny, but not like good funny. It's like quirky. But I'm not surprised.
So she's retired from acting, so we'll never see her again.
Didn't
I try out for Bad Moms 2.
Yeah, I bet she probably tried to.
Did. That might have been the rabbit hole.
Yep. Lucy Liu, does she still act? Is she still an actress?
I haven't seen her in anything since Kill Bill.
Or Drew Barrymore? Are any of the Charlie's Angels still actors?
Drew Barrymore,
Actresses.
I think she was in something.
The latest thing I say, I don't know if Lucy Liu played in Kill Bill before.
Yeah, no, that was like in her high. Like that was during the
That was
Charlie.
the last thing I've seen her in.
Yeah,
she was in a few things past that, but she hasn't been in. I don't think she's been in anything.
She does TV now. I think she's in that show Sherlock or whatever it's called.
She is.
I think she's in that or was. I don't know if that's even still going. I've never even watched it. So.
Lucy Lewis.
The Sherlock I watched, she wasn't in it.
No, you're thinking the BBC one. They decided to make a Sherlock.
On Netflix.
Yeah, they made one for NBC called Sherlock. It's not good. The dude's just a dick.
Let's see. She's actually in a couple of movies that are coming out. The Future World. Set It Up. She was a guest star in Sesame Street from 2017.
So she's not really acting.
No, she's done acting too.
Elementary is
that's
the one.
That's the one. That one's over.
What a surprise!
A good run.
Difficult People. She was in that.
That's difficult.
So she's still, at least she's acting.
She's still doing things.
I had a huge crush on her. During she was that.
Wasn't she in 7?
No.
No, Lucky Number 11.
Yeah, that's the one. Yeah, I lick her toes.
Oh, Lucy Liu and actually,
lick her toes.
Ironically, Cameron Diaz. Those were like my two hot. I thought Drew was hot.
What about Drew Barrymore? She's still.
Drew Barrymore. Let's take a look.
Good.
Man, all the angels really fell through the grid.
Yeah, they did. The bad though. That movie was horrible.
Oh, it's shit.
It's so bad.
Shit.
It's so. And the guy from Friends is in it. The guy.
Frasier.
No, Joe
Pesci.
No, not Pesci. Lucy Liu's boyfriend is Joe from Friends, like the same character.
Oh, Kevin.
Yeah.
Isn't his name Kevin?
I don't know. I don't think so. I think his name's actually
Joe. Is his name actual Joe?
I think so. No, it's not. I can't believe I'm blanking on this.
I got you.
The most recent thing, she's coming up. It's in pre-production now. The Stand-In. Then she was in the Santa Clara Diet.
Oh yeah, Netflix.
That's right.
Yeah,
which isn't that bad
It's
actually. It's a
pretty
weird
funny.
show.
If you like weird stuff. First Dates.
Yeah, it's a TV series. She was the narrator.
Huh.
Or narrator and.
So she's just doing like every.
Matt LeBlanc.
That's it.
LeBlanc.
She was in Family Guy.
Oh yeah, she does voices and shit on there.
Mm-hmm.
All right, well she still finds work. Anyway,
right, well, yeah, okay,
good for Cameron Diaz.
Good for Cameron Diaz. You're done. Bye.
She'll find someone to shack up with.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe she'll be like a.
And she probably still has money. Like,
Yeah.
I mean,
Matt LeBlanc.
yeah, that's,
Way to be late to the party, man.
I didn't hear you.
That's funny.
Oh, but yeah, Cameron Diaz is done acting.
Okay.
Good for her.
Good for her. Hey,
Yeah.
Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them trailer dropped. Do
Yeah.
we care?
No.
No.
Not really.
I know the only part I know from it is that they showed young Dumbledore.
Yeah.
Is a big deal, I guess.
Yeah, and apparently they're going to go into Voldemort
People
origin
are-
story.
I
But-
thought the entire movie was about young Dumbledore.
It might be. I never saw Fantastic
It
Beasts.
wasn't.
It was never. I don't know. I
First one
wanted to
wasn't.
like Harry Potter, but
Nope. The first one had to do with the guy that wrote the book, Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them. That little book you see in, like, the fourth one for, like, a page.
huh?
You sure?
Yeah, I'm 100% sure. You see young Dumbledore, I'm pretty sure. No, you don't.
No.
I thought he was young Dumbledore.
No, that's
No,
not young
no,
Dumbledore.
he's not
That
young,
is,
yeah.
shit, what's
He
his name?
meets young Dumbledore, from what I understand, but I don't know if you see him or whatever.
Yeah.
But I know in this one he's like the prominent role.
Yeah.
So you get to see what Dumbledore's all about, and he's like at 25 or 30 or something.
He's
and
all about getting high and causing trouble.
I guess I don't
Yeah.
know. I don't know.
That's what they do with all teachers and make them younger. It's like, oh, I was just a troublemaker.
Yeah, it's always like, I was a
not
bad
right.
boy.
It was bad boy!
See, I want him to do some like really fucked up shit, like he was just running around murdering puppies.
Ooh, that'd
And
be good.
Imagine do all those Dumbledore fans, and then you make him this fucking
Like
villain.
a villain,
And
yeah.
he
like,
was the one who tried
he's
to kill
curb
Harry.
stomping
Like,
kittens, like...
like Voldemort was actually just trying to kill Dumbledore because Dumbledore's a piece of shit. Just ruined all 7 movies.
That would be amazing if just a 180 plot twist.
I'm telling you, that's why I think I could never be a famous writer,
Didn't
because
they reveal that in the movies, the original Harry Potter
Yeah, he was a
movies?
real piece of shit when he was
Because
young.
he was trying to get the Elder Wand or
Yeah,
whatever the fuck
he was
had.
he was a piece of shit when he was young. He was gonna be like a guy that took over everything and like destroyed everybody, and then he
The only way
realized.
he could get the wand was killing somebody, so he killed the guy for the wand.
Oh,
I don't-
something
I-
like that.
I never
But,
watched
yeah.
it that much.
What
So I
happened?
don't.
Well, yeah, what he was gonna be like a real piece of shit, take over the world, and then his friend killed his sister. He's like, nah, fuck that, I'm not about that life anymore. And then-
Wasn't it
All right,
Grindelwald?
that's it.
Yeah.
Fuck no. Fuck Harry Potter. Move on. I'm done. No more Fantastic
Fuck
Beasts.
you, J.K. Rowling.
Fuck you, J.K.
Explain the wands to me still. I still don't fucking understand the wand
Shut up.
system.
That bitch doesn't understand.
Now she's like,
does.
fucking, on page 5, we got,
Let's
fuck
think-
it, Ron's
let's
wand
think,
works.
Yeah, you know, I'm not gonna get into it. Fuck
And
it.
she's just gonna grab Hermione's wand and fucking jerk off the wand. Yeah, fuck it. It works. Fuck you, J.K. Rowling, piece of shit. Anyways, moving on.
I'll tell you where to put your wand, Ron.
If you like Harry Potter and you like Fantastic Beasts
This is not
and
the
you like
podcast
Where to
for you.
Find Them, you shouldn't be watching us.
Yeah.
But if you are, you should watch the second trailer
Go talk to Steve Cockerham.
and tweet us what it's about, because I'm not gonna watch it. I know that Johnny Depp's actually in it this time.
Oh God.
Yeah, he's actually in it, and because it's called The Escape or The Return of Grindelwald or something.
Alright, I don't really care. Can we move on past this bullshit?
They
So tweet us.
Yeah, tweet us.
Give us a synopsis tweet.
Tweet us so we can shit on your
How
tweet.
many tweets characters can you have in a tweet now?
Now 250, I think.
250 tweet us the
Just
synopsis.
Send us a picture of the Cliff Notes.
Nope, I don't want a picture. I want you to tweet us the entire plot summary in 250 characters on Twitter.
Using 17 swear words.
And no spaces. Okay, make it work. So, hey, moving on. Yeah, nope, we're not going to go into that one. Devil's Rejects filming, or for the sequel, has begun filming.
No, it's not.
Yep, remember I told you they're doing a Devil's Rejects sequel?
Are they really?
Yeah, I told you.
This
This
is
is week.
confirmed.
It's
Talk about
confirmed.
that, like, was it last week?
Oh,
right?
it was
You weren't
months
here for
ago.
last week. How did you
It was
know?
months
Well,
ago. He was
part
here.
of
And
Wait,
we-
wait, Devil Rejects 2.
Yeah.
So this would be the sequel, because House of a Thousand Corpses,
Devil's
Devil
Rejects, Devil's Rejects 2. We went over this.
I know, but I didn't think it was confirmed.
Oh, it's confirmed. And
Dude,
the
my
filming
mom's
has begun.
My mom's gonna go ballistic. I
So-
wonder,
Yeah,
are there
yeah,
any
so-
details?
Not really.
Because I want to know if the 3 are in it. Because remember I said when
I
we
think
talked
they
about
are, but I'm not 100%
Because
sure.
at the end they leave it open ending. Because like
Open-ended, yeah.
Freebird is playing and they're driving into a whole line of police cars shooting at him. Oh, dude, my mom's gonna go ballistic for that. She's the biggest Devil's Rejects fan in the world.
So, I need to watch them before
I have
It's
them.
called,
So
I have them
it's
if you wanna
called
watch 'em.
Free
I've
from
heard.
Hell.
3 from House, so it has to be about them.
Yeah, it has to, because
So.
those are the 3.
I can't wait. I've heard nothing but good things about it, so.
Dude, Rob Zombie only puts out good shit. Even his worst stuff, it's may not be your
Yeah, what,
niche.
Halloween
but-
2?
Halloween 2. Well, I like the Halloween movies. I thought they were better than the original ones.
I really like the first Halloween movie
Oh
that
my,
he did.
yeah, with
With the backstory.
yeah.
How it's just a normal kid. He's just like, we're fucking strong.
I like that the scene in Halloween 1 I love the most is when he kills Danny Trejo, the guy that actually liked him.
Yep.
And it makes that character so much darker because he was the only one nice to Mikey.
Yep, and just kills him.
He kills him in like the most brutal fucking way.
So
He drowns
fucked up.
him, I think.
I
yeah.
think so, if I remember correctly. I can't remember.
It's brutal.
It's been a while since I've seen that. Anyways, hey, jumping forward. Speaking of sequels, let's talk about reboots.
What are they rebooting now?
Yeah, reboots.
Just guess. You'll never guess. You'll never guess. It's already, technically, it was not rebooted. It's never been rebooted. It has been redone for American audiences.
Battle Royale.
Good guess.
I don't know.
That's called Hunger Games.
Oh,
So,
that's right.
yeah. In case you're wondering, by the way, Hunger Games is literally Battle Royale. She literally watched the movie and was like, oh, fuck
It's
it.
on Netflix.
I'm going to make a lot of money when I write this right now.
It's on Netflix.
Yeah.
I
Battle
watched it.
Royale is better.
It's just very bloody and gory.
Yeah,
It's great.
that's why
It's shorter too.
Yeah, that's shorter.
It's not 3 fucking movies.
And you get to watch Asians
Four,
kill each
because they
other.
have
So, like,
Oh,
that's an
Second
added
part
bonus.
2.
Who started the part 1, part 2 shit? Was that Harry
That
Potter?
was Harry Potter!
It wasn't actually.
Dude, whoever did the part 1, part 2,
I can tell you.
fuck them.
Who was it?
Okay, actually, before we jump into that, guess what movie is going to be rebooted?
Alright, what?
Grudge.
The Grudge? The one with the chick? The
yep.
creepy ghost chick?
Yeah,
Oh,
apparently
man.
they're going to have something with DVDs.
Oh, so they're gonna mix the Ring and the Grudge? Both didn't
Okay.
work?
So
Fuck it.
I don't really care about that. Who started the...
Look how we got to this.
I think it was Braveheart, wasn't it?
Nope.
No.
No,
Wait, what? Okay, stop. What?
What the fuck? What the fuck?
I got VHS Braveheart 1 and 2.
No, I'm talking in the
What about
theaters.
Theaters,
Like,
part 1, part 2.
'cause
You didn't watch half Braveheart in theater
Yeah.
and wait a year watch second half Braveheart.
Yeah,
No.
No.
Lord of the Rings was consecutive movies.
Okay,
That's
The
part
Hobbit
2.
did that. The
Hobbit,
Hobbit.
but that's more recent than Hunger Games.
Yeah, but anyone who's read the Hobbit books always told me they could have put it in one movie.
Yeah, you could have put it.
Yeah,
What?
they said
Two
they,
max.
they
Yeah.
stretched
They
it.
originally were going to do 2, and then they switched to 3.
Well,
'Cause they
that's,
wanted
that's
money.
a whole issue.
Yeah. Anyway,
As-
which motherfucker started the part 1, part 2?
Godfather.
bullshit?
It was The Godfather.
That's right.
It was the first movie to use part 2 on a
Godfather
title.
Part 2, but
That-
technically,
Was that 80s?
yeah,
80s?
but
That was,
technically that wasn't really.
It was the first movie because
They
it showed.
called it
well,
part 2, but it was really another
Another-
film.
right.
It wasn't like
Right.
continuation from the original film.
But what they did is they did that so that people would understand that if you hadn't watched the first Godfather,
you wouldn't get part
you
2.
wouldn't get part 2.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
I
And
mean,
that's
But
what
that's
started
not really,
the whole thing.
That's
Though.
not really the.
It's not actually the first movie.
Can't really
really,
call
but-
them to
no,
do that.
that actually is. No, it actually is.
I don't agree with
If
that.
you
No,
look back,
that's constant
it is.
bullshit
It
by
is
Neil
the.
Lynch.
It is the biggest effector of that.
That would make sense though because we weren't alive when it came out. So I bet if I asked my mom or something, it was probably as annoying for her as it is for us to have to wait for part 1 and part 2. Like I think for us, we've always had access to part 1 and part 2, so we never had to wait for Godfather. We could just watch part 1, part 2. But for my mom and stuff, they had to wait years. I think it wasn't even like now. It's a year. We wait a year. Part 1, I'm sure back then it was probably 4 or 5. It was way longer to make movies back then.
I think it was
But
upwards
in
of
my
3.
my lifetime, Harry Potter was the first to do it. Harry Potter and the Half-Blood or whatever,
Half-Blood.
Deathly Hallows Part 1 and
Yeah.
Part 2.
They were the first. I think it.
Faggots to do it.
Yeah.
You were right.
About what?
For first movie to use it.
It's not the first one we use it, but it's the beginning of when people started to use
Probably the most successful,
it.
I
It
would
is.
think.
I'm pretty sure it's the most.
According to that wiki, there's the one that came out in 1924.
Okay, that doesn't
Okay,
count.
you cannot bring up
I'm
1924.
using.
The Three Musketeers that came out in the 70s.
Okay. Yeah. but
Okay. The most successful was Godfather.
That's what they started using. That's when films.
Godfather came out in the 70s.
As soon as, I'm telling you, as soon as that Deathly Hallows shit worked, because as far as I know,
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
it
it
was
was
Harry
part
Potter.
1, part 2.
It wasn't Twilight, was it? It was Harry
no,
Potter.
Okay.
No, Twilight was after Harry Potter.
Okay.
It's,
I know that.
So here's what the Godfather did. Godfather
Godfather's not even on this list.
Godfather was in 72. Godfather Part 2 was in 74.
Yeah.
Godfather Part 3 was in 90.
Yeah, so, okay, that's 3 different movies, but they're all same parts.
I've heard from a lot of people the third one's shit though.
Yeah, the third
Yes,
one is shit.
they pretty much don't acknowledge it. They say 1 and 2 is like one of the all-time greats.
One is amazing.
But I don't know. Whoever started that's a piece of shit because.
The modern day was Harry Potter, and they
Yeah.
can go to hell.
Yeah.
That's the modern era
And
of
then
it,
it was
where you split in.
Twilight, and then it
No,
was.
I think it was. No, yeah, you're right. Twilight, then Hunger Games,
Yeah.
and there was another movie.
You
wasn't
see,
there?
Infinity War
Isn't
makes
something called
sense,
The
but
Toxic Avenger Part 2. And
Oh no, we don't. Ooh, Toxic Avenger, we don't talk about. Ooh, that's
Hold off on that
that's.
Use that. Kill Bill 1 and 2.
Oh, yeah,
that's one. That's a
fu-
good one.
Yeah, that's.
But
a-
I mean, that's not after. That's
It's
not based
hard.
off a source, like a book. That's just what Tarantino did.
Yeah, I guess that's
Yeah.
true.
If we're
There's
talking
something-
book source, like
When you're talking about like that, and you're talking about Infinity War, there's so much content that
Harry
you
Potter
can't.
bookstores.
that's what I'm saying.
You don't like
Yeah.
with Infinity War. You don't want to cut down on content to one film.
Yeah, no, I
you wanna
get
bring
that.
content to 2 films.
Well, it's understandable, but I'm saying there's movies like Twilight.
You could have made that one.
There's
film.
movies like Hunger Games.
Made that one film.
But it was-
You could have made that 2 films.
You could argue Harry Potter too, because all they did was walk in the
Yeah,
first one,
you
and not
could
like
do
Lord of the
one
Rings
film
walk, and it was
in
like
that one.
they were dancing in the woods walking.
Yeah.
You could do one film.
It's
for Harry
obviously
Potter.
it's for money. I
Yeah,
mean,
it's for money.
it's one thing if you want to make the perfect combination of a movie. Like I feel like Infinity War. I don't think Russo brothers, the directors, care about the money. One,
no.
And plus, they know it's gonna make money. That has to be so nice
Yeah.
to know you are never
We
gonna.
can make an autopilot shit. We're still gonna make
And
money.
it's
Yeah.
still the opening's gonna be 500 mil. So. And
It's not wrong. You're not
Especially
wrong.
with how successful Black Panther was. Right now, it's just going.
Up
It's
and up and
not
up
even
and up
up.
and
It's
up.
just Everest up.
Yeah.
Like it's.
They were
Yeah.
literally buried in money.
Oh my! Russo brothers have to just be salivating right now at
Oh.
the money they're about
Disney's
to make.
probably salivating. They're just like, oh,
Disney's like, I'm fucking. We're gonna have 8 more crews.
take it to
Cruises,
the Weird
cruises.
Al orgy.
Yeah. They're gonna
Tickets
get-
for
All
everyone.
right, Weird Al Cruz, here we go.
We got the money for it. Fuck it.
Speaking of Black Panther, though, you know what Black Panther just broke record for?
I think 500 mil.
Higher than that.
Was it a bill?
It's a bill,
Oh my god.
and it actually broke into the 20th. It's actually in slot 20 right now.
And that was what? It
Of-
came out February what? 14th.
Yes.
So yeah, that's what a
Month
not
or
even
what?
a
A
month. A
month.
month yesterday, 2 days ago.
I'm pretty sure it was the 14th. Anyways, it just hit number 20 on the highest grossing movies of all time.
That's incredible.
So it's number 20 on the slot.
It's only going to get bigger. As
It
those movies
pushed
come
out Dark Knight Rises.
Wow. Well, all rises. That,
Yeah, Rises.
Now, I wonder. That'd be interesting to see where Dark Knight is, because I know Dark Knight was one of those movies I saw like 4 times.
Oh yeah, I saw it a lot.
Like Dark
a
Knight,
good
and
movie.
I was fascinated. I'll never forget watching the Joker,
That was
and like
amazing.
watching it in theaters. Going, I'm literally this. That was the first time I think I appreciated someone's role.
Yeah.
Like that was the first time as a kid, because we were like what 15
Yeah.
time or something.
Easily.
That was the first time I was like, oh my god, I'm seeing greatness.
Yeah, no, honestly,
Yeah.
I wonder, can you get the list up by chance?
just say,
Yeah, I can
Dark
get-
Knight was in 08, so we were.
Dark Knight was
we
08?
were 16, 17, something like
Shit.
that.
Alright, well, I didn't.
What list did you want to do?
Top 20 highest grossing films of all time.
Perfect.
Wait,
Yeah.
would have been like 15, 16.
Yeah, you would. And then we were a little bit older.
Grossing movies of all time.
Still older, Patrick.
It's always Gone with the Wind at number 1.
Well, yeah, because they.
Always.
Really? Gone with the Wind?
It's adjusted for inflation, but yes.
That's bullshit.
Gone with the Wind is always. I don't
I've
think
never
that
even seen Gone with the Wind.
not gonna
Have
lie.
you? Has
Yeah.
anyone here seen Gone with the Wind?
Yeah, but everyone
know what
did
it
back
is.
in the 50s when it came out, and it was like, oh my god, Gone with the
I
Wind.
guess that's
The
true.
hills are alive with the sound of copyrights. I got it here. All right, so this I don't know how old this list. 2000. It's a few months old, but 25 Godfather 1, 24th Jurassic World, Fantasia.
Really?
Yeah. This is
Oh.
highest grossing.
Oh, okay. Never mind. 24. I
Uh,
thought it was starting young.
23 is Fantasia. 22 is The Graduate, which is just a creepy movie. I saw it.
It's a good movie.
It's good, but it's creepy.
It looks weird just by
It's-
looking at the picture.
It actually has a really dark undertone at the end. If you want me to spoil the ending for you.
I'm not ever gonna watch
Okay,
it.
so pretty much it's about a guy that or is it a? Okay, I can't remember. The woman falls for a guy, but she's gonna get married, and they have this fling.
Okay.
Okay, yeah. Hold on, I'm gonna take this
You've
over.
already covered this. I mean, you're bad at describing movies.
I'm very
I'm
bad
gonna
at
take
it.
this
We
over.
actually have a segment called that.
This guy.
Neil describes
it's called The
movies.
Graduate. This guy graduates college and he doesn't really know what to do. He's kind of not really sure what's going on in his life. He gets set up with his friend's parents' daughter, and they start dating, and then he's over at their house and waiting for her or something, and the mom is seducing him. And then he gets in a flame with the mom, and the daughter finds out, daughter freaks out, daughter ends up leaving him, going with another guy. He's
So
about to get married. He's like, no, that can't happen. I'm gonna get out of that. And they go away. They like.
Okay, so it's basically like watching the
fucked up love
subplots of a bunch of pornos. Got it.
Yeah, pretty much.
Got it.
Yeah, pretty much.
You ever watch like if people have taken off? It's like the two people under the bus and that song is going on.
Yeah.
That's the That's
Gotcha.
the Graduate.
Gotcha. Okay.
Okay, well, that was an older list. And I
What
actually
was,
couldn't find it.
I want to know what number. Well, 1 is still gone with the way you
And
said
then
that.
2 was Star Wars, the original one.
Oh wow, yeah, that
And
makes
pretty
sense.
much all the Star Wars are in there. Believe it or not, Phantom Menace was in there because
Titanic, probably.
Titanic was in there.
I can see
Avatar.
Phantom Menace being in there because all the Star Wars fans are excited about.
Yeah. Then
Oh,
they
dude,
got
the
worlds.
Phantom Menace, fucking, they should be arrested for highway robbery. Because they had everyone, our generation, the old generation, every generation went to see Phantom Menace. And it was Phantom Menace.
It was a Phantom fail.
It was Phantom fail. It was very bad.
Uh,
Oh, yeah, I'm sure.
I actually can't find.
I'm
the list now.
positive. It's alright, don't worry about it. No
Whatever.
big deal.
Anyways,
We've had this.
So-
We went down the rabbit hole for that one.
yeah, we did a little bit, but it's all right though.
We're good at it.
We know about grossing movies. We know about The Graduate now, and we're a little smarter for it.
That's
What
right.
was the starting one for that one?
That was Black Panther.
Yeah.
Black
So we
Panther
we
recently.
kind of stayed on subject.
I mean, that's grossing. We got into gross
at least we
movies.
stayed on grossing movies.
Oh
That's
yeah,
good.
grossing. I probably should have said that pretty.
Proud of us.
Yeah.
Proud of us.
I couldn't even remember what we were talking about originally.
Anyway, so moving on. Spike Lee.
Spike Lee.
Spike Lee.
What
you know
is
who
that?
he is?
He's the guy who always harasses Knicks players.
Besides that, you're right, but besides
He's
that.
a director, isn't he?
Yes, he is.
Yeah, that's what he made his money in.
Yes. So he and the Luke Cage director are apparently getting together, and they're going to do a Night Watch spin-off movie.
Cool.
Night Watch is... Oh, God, I read the article. I think I can remember it now. He is Spider-Man, right? Spider-Man universe? Or Spider-Man
Night
comic?
Watch or Night Wing?
Night Watcher.
Nice Watcher. Night Watcher. Yeah, I believe
Is he
it's
from Spider-Man?
I believe it's Marvel.
It's a Marvel movie. I know that.
But why Night Watcher? What a weird thing to...
I can't remember.
I think they should have fixed the Defenders or something like that.
Defenders, that was a huge letdown. They were trying to like recreate the magic of the Avengers, and they completely failed at it. Yeah. Plus, they should have never used
Night
fucking
Watch. Night Watch, yes.
Night Watch.
And he's
Jessica
off spin of the
Jones or-
Spider-Man universe.
There you go.
So,
I've never even heard of Jessica Jones until that.
Well, Jessica Jones is one of the more successful characters in that show.
Yeah.
But
Daredevil, Jessica Jones.
Luke Cage,
Daredevil was on the top.
Luke Cage was like the middle.
yeah, like by far the worst character is what is Danny
Iron
Danny
Fist,
whatever
yeah.
his last.
Iron.
Yeah, that's the worst character
Yeah.
ever, and he was like the highlight of Defenders,
Yeah,
like
it
that.
was, It was a Danny Rand show. with
Yeah,
some
and it
people
was
around.
horrible.
And
You-
apparently he was whitewashed. Apparently the guy's supposed to be Asian.
yeah, absolutely.
And
It's
apparently,
called Iron Fist. Yeah, it's Asian.
Yeah, it's supposed to be like I don't know.
apparently too, because I read into this a little bit. In the scene where he's fighting a drunk in the alleyway,
Yeah,
that guy, the Asian guy that is like fighting him, originally tried out for that role, and they were like, "We'll give you the drunk on the street role." And he's like, "All right, I'll take it because it's money, but like,
yeah. I find that so
fuck
bizarre.
you guys."
The whole thing too. Excuse me. They could have used an Asian. Is that racist? An Asian? No,
No,
that's
he's an
accurate,
Asian.
right?
Yeah, no,
Yeah, they
it's-
could have
it's
used
his
an Asian
ethnicity.
Yeah, they could have used an Asian character because when you're building the Defenders, you already have that basic white guy with Daredevil.
Yeah.
And then I'm not saying that you have to build a diverse team, but could
It helps.
Yeah,
Like it helps.
It absolutely helps, and I think
When
that
you-
was,
Out of all of them, Danny Rand was.
I didn't think he was the right choice.
He's
for
he's a good actor, obviously from Game of Thrones, but
Yeah.
you picked the wrong role for him. It's like throwing Tobey Maguire in Spider-Man, or actually, bad example because that actually happened.
Topher Grace.
It's like
no.
Topher Grace.
Yeah.
No shit.
It's no good. I don't know. I thought Defenders was a huge flop. I was excited. We all were
Yeah.
excited.
I haven't even watched it since you guys just said not to.
There's no point. I mean, it
There's a
doesn't.
couple cool fight scenes. That's about it.
All you need to know is nothing. Actually, nothing changes to the whole
What
thing.
killed me was what you told me was the guy that died in Iron Fist shows back up for no reason.
With no
They don't
explanation.
explain it at all. I don't
They did
understand
the
it.
same thing with Daredevil, though. The guy that Daredevil killed comes
Who?
back to life. The samurai guy.
Oh yeah, yeah.
No, they explained that one though. They explained that one, I think. don't they?
They said they used the last of Elektra's blood on him,
Not Elektra's blood, the
or
dragon's blood.
whatever. Yeah, the dragon's blood, and it reconnected
So I'm
his
guessing
head.
they did the
But-
same thing.
No, the thing is they said like 5 times in the show we don't have any more dragon's blood. That's why they were all
But people kept
scrambling.
coming back.
Yeah, so that's why the thing with Danny Rand, his villain he was fighting, makes 0 sense because they said before he shows up again, no one else can be rezzed because we used all the dragon blood on Kota or whatever his name is. and then he just comes back, and they never address it again. So like,
no, because he like in the Danny Rand show, in the Iron Fist.
yeah.
The only reason he came back was his head wasn't cut off.
Well, no, the guy with his head cut off came back. Then they used all the dragon blood to save him.
What he's saying is the guy. There's no explanation for Danny Rand's character.
Yeah, Daredevil killed him technically twice.
Yeah. No.
Stick killed the
No,
dad?
Daredevil.
Yeah.
The first time he lit him on fire, and then the second time, Stick cut his head off.
Yeah.
His head off, yeah.
And,
Explain him coming back.
and that was supposed to kill him. That's the head of the dragon crap.
Yeah, you take the head off the
Take
serpent.
head off and they can't.
Defenders, they had no direction. They just wanted to get everyone together. If they would have had Punisher in it, it would have added a whole different dynamic.
Yeah.
Because then you would have had like a really torn individual trying to work with them. All of them, it's like, oh, I don't know this person. I don't want to work
Punisher
together.
and Stick would have gotten along really well.
Well, I don't know. I just
I
thought.
don't think so. I don't think Punisher and Stick would work so well together at all.
I don't think Punisher
doesn't like
works
working with
with
anybody.
anyone.
Yeah, but he doesn't like working with them, but they agree with killing everybody.
Oh yeah, they would have had the same
I don't
idea.
know if you remember from the Punisher series. Punisher hated Micro.
I hated Micro.
He hated Micro the entire series.
I know he hated
He hated him at the end. He wasn't even a fan of him after everything he did. He just.
I honestly thought he was going to sleep with his wife just to keep his character.
Me too.
Yeah.
I thought it was just. But
But then at the same time, I was like, well, he wouldn't betray his wife even though she's dead.
yeah, he's the most committed guy ever.
Well, anyways, it's Nightwatch. In case we were
Nightwatch.
wondering, and he is from the Spider-Man. His powers include invisibility, shape-shifting, superhuman strength.
That's right. I read about that.
Every superhero
agility.
has superhero strength.
Okay,
Yeah.
well, he's invisible and he can shapeshift. And
They're
he's
making
like,
a Netflix show on that one?
no, that's gonna be a movie. It's directed by Spike Lee.
Yeah,
that's
that's
in the
it.
talks.
Okay.
And the guy from
Take
Luke
the
Cage.
guy that directed Luke Cage?
That
No,
and Spike Lee.
Spike Lee is the director.
And the guy from,
They're gonna co-direct,
I think so.
or one's gonna write maybe.
Or one's gonna produce. I don't know how it's gonna work exactly.
Either
But that's the talks about it at the moment.
Gotcha.
I don't know if I would use the guy that wrote Defenders. I mean, the
Luke Cage?
series.
Well, Luke Cage wasn't.
Cage was,
I couldn't watch it.
I like
It was
Honestly,
tough.
I got halfway through it. I will give it that. I got further with that than I did Iron Fist.
I will say this: it's really, really hard to make me care about a character who can't be hurt. And
yeah,
then when
that's the part of the issue.
and when they finally make it so he gets hurt,
couple of times,
no one's watching it like, oh, he's gonna die. With Punisher, you really don't know if this is it.
See, that's why I wish, because I made it through.
Same with
Luke Cage.
Daredevil.
What happens to him is so severe.
Yeah.
Well, they should have done is after he got shot in what was it, Jessica Jones, right? He took the shotgun to the head,
Yeah.
and it really fucked him up. He
Yeah.
should have stayed fucked up from that going into Luke Cage.
They should have had something.
He can keep the
I
super.
didn't watch Jessica
yeah.
Jones, so I missed all that. I just saw up to the part where he got hit with that drill.
The drill bullet. That was the one time they tried to mix in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, and they failed horribly at it.
Mm-hmm.
Which the show, the Defenders, and all that, they need to finally just either mesh it or kill it. And I hate to say it
no,
because
you're
I
right,
love
though.
Punisher.
You get to the point where
Boy,
you
I
have
think
to.
they need to kill it.
Well, they just keep Punisher. I think he's fantastic. And I think Daredevil's fantastic.
There's only two I would keep.
But you really put them into the cinematic universe or something, or let them keep doing their thing. But the rest of them, Luke Cage, I liked.
I haven't seen the newest Jessica Jones series.
Yeah, I haven't started that yet, but
I'm not gonna watch it.
it needs work.
I'm
It
gonna
just
watch it, but I'm not holding anything up.
Jessica Jones wasn't bad, but Luke Cage wasn't bad. But it was unwatchable to watch Iron Fist.
I watched it
Unwatchable.
just because.
I saw 2 episodes and I can't stand it.
No.
Or was it 2?
It's literally an Asian Batman. It's the exact same
Yeah.
storyline.
Yeah,
It's
that's all I got out of it, and he was a big whiny bitch.
he was very whiny and crybaby. He was crybaby through all Defenders. Anyway,
That's
sorry.
horrible.
So good for Spike Lee. Hopefully
well,
that comes out good.
Night Watch.
There you go.
Yeah.
African American.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
All right.
That's because of the
So-
success from Black Panther. That's where I was going with this. But
Gotcha.
Let's get back on track here.
oh, you're right. We should get back on track.
We went
Hey,
down the rabbit hole.
before we jump into the Infinity War stuff,
Yes.
because I got a bunch of Infinity War stuff.
Yeah, me
bunch
too.
of stuff. Well, fuck you
Let's
too,
keep
Tom.
going.
Hey, guess who tried out for the Joker and made an audition tape?
Oh my God.
Please don't say that.
It's not a.
Oh,
Oh,
Tom Wiseau, that's right.
dude, I
Serious?
Yeah, you can watch it. It's a video. It's great.
guarantee he was just being normal, and they were like, "Oh, he's auditioning."
It's
He
him
wasn't.
trolling because it's him promoting Disaster Artist release and
Gotcha.
stuff like
that
that.
movie just came out Tuesday.
Yeah.
It's him promoting that, so it's him in Joker outfit and be like, "What doesn't kill you makes you stranger." Ah ha ha ha! That's pretty much it. It's
kinda wanna
great.
watch
It's
it.
like a
Watch it.
minute. It's funny. So if you like Tommy Wiseau, no one really
one
likes
likes
Tommy
Tommy
Wiseau,
Wiseau.
but if you like watching Tommy Wiseau make an ass of himself, go ahead. Moving on, though, let's jump into some Infinity War stuff and more Marvel-related stuff. Real quick. Marvel has said that they are not going to be doing any new characters because they consider it a gamble. They might be doing new characters, but there's not going to be a lot of them.
Yeah.
There's going to be more sequels coming out than anything else.
Makes sense.
Fair enough.
They have enough to build sequels off of. They don't need...
So, I mean, other than maybe talks of Night Watch and stuff like that, we're really not going to see a whole lot.
Which I'm sure Night Watch won't be a part of Marvel. Kevin, I think his name is Feige, or I don't know what his name is, but the guy, the Marvel head writer of all of the cinematic universe, everything goes through him.
Yeah.
So that's why the Netflix shows don't mesh, because they have permission to use the characters, but because they didn't go to Kevin and say, hey, what can we do? Yeah, no. Kevin's the one that writes. He has, apparently, from what I understand, it was in the Ragnarok extra things, he has every single movie from Iron Man to now, he had it all written. All written. Like, he knew this is going to happen here, this is going to happen here, this is going to mesh here. He's had this entire thing storyboarded. All of those movies, and that's why it's worked. It's one guy.
One big book?
Yeah, well, it's one giant. It's like
Sure,
like if
book.
you had a business model,
Yeah,
he had a giant business model.
Story
and-
web.
exactly. And
Think of the movie, or the scene from Always Sunny with the male.
Yes.
Pepe Sylvia.
that's exactly
You
yes.
watch Always Sunny, so you know what we're talking about.
Well,
You need to watch all this
viewers
stuff.
out there will know.
But yes, it's a Pepe Sylvia thing, and I really
Everything
do
connected.
think that's the key to the Marvel universe.
Oh, yeah, they
is
keep
one guy. There's one chief.
keep your shit together. Yeah.
Yeah, in DC, they don't. There's no. You can use that character there. Use it there.
Make
mark
us
it.
some fucking $5 in the
Yeah,
pocket.
cast that guy. Who gives a shit?
So they're just gonna be doing sequels.
Sequels now, more or less.
And they have what, a couple new characters they're gonna.
Yeah, I mean, there's talks about it.
Captain Marvel.
Captain Marvel.
Characters?
Huh?
They're not reusing some of them. Like they have to recast Johnny Blaze now because he's Captain America.
But what I'm saying is, if they do a Fantastic Four movie, it might not be for a
That's
while
why I'm
because
asking if they're gonna reuse them.
well, that whole thing's up in the air still too. That's part of the reason why
They haven't decided.
the
Like,
Venom movie might not be
Yeah.
connected with Spider-Man. We see a cameo of him, but that's just more a head nod than anything else at this point.
that like until Infinity War is done and they stamp that shit, Kevin's not getting into X-Men or anything. That's like pretty much they bought it, but it's gonna sit there and people can like come up with ideas and stuff, but then it goes right through Kevin. So like Fantastic Four, Silver Surfer, Galactus, all of those great characters, they're not like allowed to be added or touched until Infinity War 2 comes out. And then once that's done, then everything can mesh back into it. So it's interesting to see what happens after that. Because they do, obviously, they're going to have to recast. There's so much money in what they bought, and they're going to want that money back.
I just hope they keep Tom Hardy if he does a good job. That's
I
my
think
hope.
they will. I mean, it's all on the story. I think he'll do a great job, but if
Yeah.
the movie's
Sucks.
writing sucks, and it does worry me because it comes from Fox, but...
Yeah.
you
I mean, it's
got-
rated R though, so like,
I mean, at the very least, if you have people getting split in two, we'll dig it.
yeah.
I mean, at the end of the day, if you give us gore and superhero movies, we'll like it. So
So, the other thing too is Coulson, Agent Coulson. He's alive, in case people don't know that.
Still in S.H.I.E.L.D..
And he's in Agent of Shield. Most people think that he's dead after.
Done, right?
I think so.
it's on season 6 or 7.
It's got to be close.
It's
But
The
building.
Ghost Rider series, yeah.
He's in there. He shows up.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
He was in there.
Yeah.
but apparently, Coulson's alive. We know, but most people don't know that because they saw him die at the end of the first Avengers.
Yeah.
He actually is still alive. Spoiler. But he might return in Infinity War. There's rumors of that.
I'm hoping he does.
But they said he will be returning soon. That was the exact quote from them.
I like that actor.
So
I think they're hiding him and Samuel L. Jackson.
Samuel
they keep-
Can't
Jackson.
be done.
They
No.
keep saying that Nick
He's
Fury's
showing
not
up.
in it.
He's showing up in Captain Marvel.
He has to.
He is. He's confirmed to show up in Captain
Well,
Marvel.
I was reading. I have a little thing about Captain Marvel because they said that Russo brothers came out and said she's not going to be in this
in the
Infinity
Avengers.
War.
But then they said she was.
She's going to be in Avengers 4, which is the second. They haven't named it yet. It's not Infinity War 2. And right now we just have Infinity War. There's no part. It's Infinity War.
Yeah.
So because of that, and we don't know, it's called Avengers 4. Russo brothers said she will absolutely be in that. She already shot her shit because it's all shot.
Yeah, all the
But
shit shot.
They
Yeah.
have to work around it. But Captain Marvel is being shot now. They went right into the shooting, and that comes out in 2019, March 8th. But she will be in Avengers 4. But she will not be in this coming up one at all. They
You know, it'd
said.
be really cool if they did. And like on the first one, he does the time stone shit, like does something with that, and like you have this alternate universe in between the movies.
They could totally do
That'd
that,
be cool.
and
That'd
that's
be cool.
something that it's a rumor that.
They probably talked about it.
But
cool.
that's the thing is we see an Avengers trailer, not this newest one, but the one before. Cap is obviously back in time somehow, and also Captain Marvel, the movie, it's going to be set in the 90s. So we have all that going on with Captain Marvel, but she'll be reintroduced. So that's pretty interesting.
That will be interesting. I actually had that written down because there was a lot of rumors going in and out what she will and won't be in.
Yeah.
Marvel-wise. The other thing I have, too, before we can jump into your stuff, is Peter Dinklage will be in Infinity Wars.
Oh, yeah? Really? That's awesome.
That's what?
Don't know.
I don't know.
Someone
No one
said,
knows.
that's the rumor.
Famous actor from
Game of
He's
Thrones.
Tyrion.
He's Tyrion from Game of Thrones.
Fucking love him. He's amazing.
The
He did the Mountain Dew commercial for Super Bowl.
Yep.
Oh,
Where
yeah.
he raps. Of course, that's what you.
Yeah, of course that's what
They
you
don't
want.
watch Game of Thrones.
Oh yeah, I forget.
So
that.
there's rumors he might be in Infinity War. So keep an eye out for him.
Love Game of Thrones.
Maybe he'll come back as the character in Days of Future Past or whatever.
Days of Future Past.
Oh,
as the Senate
evil.
guy, who's
Yeah.
anti-mutant.
Yeah.
But that would be a really cool way to introduce like some of the X-Men.
Kodak?
No, it's he's the character.
I can't remember
who's-
his name.
I can't think of it either. But he's the Senate guy, and he's like trying
No,
to
he's
build
not a senator.
the-
He's
Oh,
pitching
oh,
to
talking
the
about-
Senate.
talking about
Sorry.
X-Men,
Yeah, he's trying to build the giant robots in it.
That was Days of Future
He's
Past.
not-
Yeah, the Sentinels, yeah.
Yeah, he's the guy who
Whoa.
designed it because
I know his name, too, but I can't remember it.
I can't think of it
Tip
either.
of tongue crap.
But that would be a cool way to be like, hey, this is the same universe. Like that would be.
That would
really
be a nice
cool.
little head nod. And you don't even have to, like...
No, you don't even have to. You just
It's
knowing
like the Venom
Make
thing.
them older,
You
though.
you throw in Tom Holland in there, it's a head
Dr.
nod.
Bolivia Trash.
That's
Trask.
It, Trask.
Yeah,
That's it.
Trask.
Yep.
Duh.
That's
But yeah,
cool.
so there's rumors he might be in Infinity War.
That was like back in Nixon age, so if he's doing it in modern time.
Yeah, that's true. But we don't know like what Days of Future Past did to our universe. We don't know any of that. They know
I mean,
that.
it's a Wild West.
Yeah,
man.
we have no
It's a
idea.
Wild West, Wild West. Not the movie though. That's shit.
I still watch it whenever it's on.
I like that
I can
movie.
only watch it if I'm drunk. Anyways, that's all I got for movies. So we can jump into your shit.
Okay, so well, we
We
did the.
talked about. Okay.
Infinity War stuff. No, that's
Yeah,
it.
it's
That's all.
coming.
This is I got miscellaneous other stuff. I
So-
have Infinity War down. It's just
Before we go into the breakdown, then this is mark the time because this is what we're going to do.
mushroom time. Stamp it.
Yes. But before we do that, Russo brothers came out, did an interview because they were prepping for trailer 2, the one that just dropped today. And they were asking about Thanos, and they were saying, like, well, how would you compare him as a character? And the way the Russo brothers put it, which I thought was an incredible statement, bold statement to make, he's Darth Vader times 10. So Darth Vader is probably one of the
Right, he's
biggest...
pinnacle of a villain.
He's the villain. Like when you think villain, you think like Darth Vader and like whatever else. But he's the guy, especially the nerds. That's the guy.
Yeah.
He says he's gonna make Darth Vader look like a bitch, basically,
He's
because
gonna kill people.
yeah, and that's what stemmed from it. As they said, like who's gonna die, and the Russo brothers, who I love how honest they are. They're like, well, what do you think? You think this is a big bad guy's gonna just beat you up? He's like, no, people are gonna die. People you love and care about. The first one, like we said before, it's going to be an ass beating. It's going to be an entire movie.
2.5 hours of ass beating.
Of
No
ass
doubt
beating.
he's killing that.
Beating
one
some
planet.
ass.
He's just going to wreck so much.
I wouldn't be surprised if almost everyone dies.
Dude, it's going to be, and that's what's cool with the Time Stone is they could kill everyone as long as one lives and has that gem, preferably Doctor Strange.
I think
He
Doctor
can.
Strange, is Doctor Strange the only one who can wield it?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think anyone. Maybe Loki. That would be a really cool twist.
That would be a good
Doctor
twist.
Strange dies and then Loki because we'll get into the trailer, but yeah, I thought that was bold to say that Thanos is going to make Darth, and I like that they also came out and said that Josh Brolin, even though he does Cable too, that's Thanos. Like they're
Yeah.
keeping him.
Him as Thanos.
And I like that because I was worried that because he got that first and then Cable, they were going to try to, but they said it's two totally separate characters.
Yeah.
But some of the reshoots they did for Infinity War is because apparently someone came out with new software for CGI and it changed everything about Thanos. That's why he looks different because they could put it on Brolin's face and now it's completely converts over. So now it's Brolin acting and then all the rest just goes with his facial and.
Oh, that's cool. That's actually really cool.
Before we get into the breakdown, going off of the Avengers and all that, they're in the middle of trying to recast Wolverine. They knew it was going to
Yep.
happen.
I've heard that.
But there's a character from The Walking Dead named Jesus, and it's Tom Payne as the actor. If you look him up, he's like a little guy. He's like 5'5", 5'6", like not much. He doesn't weigh much. He threw his hat in the ring, and apparently people are very impressed by him. I don't think he's going to fit.
I didn't want to bring that. I actually read a few things about that. There's another name I heard thrown into the ring.
Who?
Scott Eastwood.
Yeah, Scott Eastwood, except he's in DC as
Right.
what's his name? Like Colonel whatever. He was in Suicide Squad.
Yes.
Yeah.
But I think he would be a good fit. But everyone gets hung up on the height thing. Personally, I don't think Wolverine has to be comic book accurate as far as height goes.
No.
I think it would be really hard for people in this day and age to take a 5'1", because that's how tall Wolverine actually is 5'1", to take that seriously, opposed to Hugh Jackman, who is a solid 6'2",
The average
6'3".
American is 5'7".
Yeah,
5'8".
so I think it would be hard,
So
especially if you put Wolverine next to the other guys. Imagine actual 5'1" guy standing next to Cap, who's a solid 6'1".
Yeah.
We'd be like, well, Wolverine's supposed to be a badass. So.
yeah, I know, I agree. You don't. I get comic book
I
accuracy to an
really
extent.
I know it's probably not going to happen. I really like that fan art a while ago of Tom Hardy. as
Yeah,
Wolverine.
and they said, and Tom Hardy came out and said if he knew that Fox was going to buy it, he might have second thought Venom.
Yeah.
But yeah, we'll see. But all right, so we'll go right into the breakdown. Have you seen it?
I have not.
I
seen
haven't.
it.
Everyone has seen it.
I've
Okay.
heard it about it. I haven't looked at it though
Okay.
yet. So this is my virgin eyes are gonna
Perfect.
see it.
So I don't know how this is going to sound, actually.
Oh, that's
That's alright.
awkward.
I'll deal with it.
Yeah, I don't know how this.
Did the sound test before this.
Probably should have.
Shout out.
Right?
Well, we're award winning. We don't do sound tests.
I guess we'll just try it, and if it
Just roll
doesn't,
we
What?
probably should copyright this real quick though first.
Oh yeah, what do we do that? Well, we're not going to show it. We're just going to
But you still
listen to
hear
it. Ah, shit.
Okay.
We could do it
So,
like we did
heads
before.
up, we're doing a Marvel trailer here.
We could cut-
We don't have nothing to
We
do with
could
Marvel
cut the
at all.
feed.
Don't you have to add that
For
in the
2
comments
minutes and
or something
18
underneath,
yeah.
like the description?
We could cut the feed for
Okay.
2 minutes and 18
All right,
seconds.
all right, yeah, we can do that. We can.
Why don't we just cut the feed for?
Cut the feed for 2 minutes and
I
18
think I
seconds.
could actually
Watch
just
it
mute the
yourself.
mics.
Yeah,
I
we
could
could do
just
that.
mute the
You can
mics.
see our reactions. You
Okay.
can see my dick still. I'll
That's
whip
right.
it out. You'll be seeing some jism everywhere.
All right, so yeah, actually, let me figure out how to do this.
Isn't the right cord?
Yeah, I think I can toggle the
what I
output
thought.
sound. I'm pretty sure I can.
It's fine. It's fine, Korg. Korg's just a little sleepy is all.
I don't know. I don't know how to mute the sound on this beast.
Well, we can do it the old-fashioned way.
Which is.
Just unplug the mic.
Oh, what? I don't know if that's gonna like.
Ruin everything?
Yeah, I don't know.
Don't hit that button.
That'll mute my sound. It won't mute the
Oh.
recording part.
Man,
Oh, I didn't
We're
think of
idiots.
this. Yeah, we are. I mean, I guess we can just do it as long as we don't show it. Worst thing that happens.
someone
is,
look up legal shit real quick.
The worst thing that happens is YouTube takes it down.
Well, you can just do it off my phone since my phone's silent.
Yeah, I guess, but then he can't hear the sound parts.
Yeah,
He's never seen it.
we haven't seen it, man. We're
Yeah.
virgins.
Here, we'll just play it.
It's your fault for the podcast not showing up.
We'll just play it, and I highly doubt that anyone's gonna notice.
Eh,
I
whatever.
mean, if they do, we'll just take it down.
And
You
if,
put a copyright thing on the comments, right? Like
yeah, just throw that in there. Throw
You
the
have to throw it,
link
like,
in.
the description.
Yeah, throw a link in the description.
Okay.
At mile marker
What are we at?
12143.
Yep, 121. All right.
12143.
So we'll see how
Mile
it
marker
sounds.
that.
If it doesn't sound good, I apologize, but we're figuring this out slowly. So
Yeah.
we're ready.
Fuck it, YOLO.
Copyrighted Avengers
This is
Infinity War
copyrighted.
trailer. This is by Movie Clips Trailers. You're just gonna hear the sound.
March 18.
March 18th.
Wait, 16.
Ready?
Yeah, let's do this. My dick. Oh, we're upside down. That might have been a mistake.
What? Oh, making it full screen.
Oh, no, so we're good. Fuck it. It worked out.
All right.
To wipe out half the universe.
So obviously I'm gonna be pausing it. So it shows Doctor Strange
Yep.
looking in, and it's Gamora talking right now. And you saw Cap, or not Cap. Sorry, it's
Banner.
Mark
Banner.
Ruffalo,
Yep.
Bruce Banner, War Machine. He's out
In the
and running,
suit.
and Scarlett Johansson or
Black Widow.
I don't know.
Who's having her own movie. I can't wait for that
And
one.
they're obviously looking up. So I'm assuming this is after they've seen that giant thing in the sky.
Something's either coming down.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
To wipe out half the universe. If he gets all the Infinity Stones.
And that's him adding it.
Snap
Yep.
of his fingers. Just like that.
So
Tell me his name again.
Gamora's talking.
Thanos.
To Tony Stark.
Finally sees, and this is the introduction to Thanos.
Yep.
With the where he's got his helmet and his gear and stuff, and then it shows Spider-Man.
Shooting up.
We got one advantage. He's coming to us. We have
So
the first once.
it shows the time gem, which is important to know because that means he took it out of the box, the dimensional box.
Again.
Again, and he's activating it or something. We don't know. But it's showing, it's right at the part where it says this is what we know he wants. So they know what he's coming for because obviously this is after Gamora's explained it, or at least what Doctor Strange knows. So they're starting to put the pieces together that Thanos is coming for these things. So that shows that they're getting ready. And we go on. It shows Scarlet Witch.
So that's what we use.
And Vision. So obviously Vision's got the mind gem in him.
It looks like they're
He's
in
so dead.
Wakanda.
He's so dead.
Oh yeah, and that's another thing. Russo brothers came out and said flat out, if you rip the mind gem out, Vision dies. It was a rumor that you could take it out and he lives.
Nah,
Russo
he
brothers said no. You rip out that mind gem, he no longer ceases to exist. He's dead.
Yeah, he dead.
So in order,
So
basic,
that's his being. That's
Yeah.
his soul.
So Vision is dying.
Vision dead.
yeah, obviously
Oh, he has to.
Vision's gonna struggle here. So.
That's one way to put it. He's gonna struggle.
But it shows the Wakanda, the Black Panther emblem. And it shows Cap, or the Nomad, meeting with Chris Boswick. Boswick? Or the Black Panther. And Scarlet Witch is with him. Or, Black Widow, sorry.
Scarlett Johansson. I know what you mean.
Now it's finally the introduction to Guardians. Now I'm going to go ahead and make just a guess here. If you see them getting off this ship, my theory is this is after they after everything that you saw at the end of Ragnarok.
Yeah, they're on the ship with that.
I think this is the ship, and they're like, what happened? Because they're obviously pursuing Thanos.
Yep.
Because Thanos just wrecked the Nova Corps
Yeah.
to get because he already got the purple gem.
Yep.
That's why they're going to pick up Thor.
Yeah.
They're going to pick up
They
Thor.
have to meet up with him eventually.
Exactly. And Thor was floating in space, as we saw.
Yeah.
So he gets picked up by the Guardians, floating in space.
He runs into him. We literally see that at one point.
Yep.
Yeah, except it shows at the end of Guardians, he's floating in space, and he's like, what the hell? What is
Who the
this?
hell are you guys?
Who are you
Yeah.
guys?
So they pick him up. He's floating in space. So obviously, whatever happened, which we'll get to that part, that's coming up.
Let's talk about this plan of yours. I think it's good, except it sucks. So let me do the plan, and that way it might be really good. Wow.
Great interaction. Everyone's been dying to see just even that snippet. We wanted to see how Star-Lord and Tony Stark were going to mesh. Hulkbuster suit.
Hulkbuster, yep.
And it's
Does
upgraded.
the Hulk
2.0.
have a suit, or is it the Hulk Buster?
No, that's
just
Tony
the
Stark's
Hulkbuster.
suit.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, they came out and said that too. The Hulk isn't in the suit.
And this here, I thought was Doctor Strange's cape. No, it's Thor.
Yep.
Rocket. And he's got the eye, so he's still got the fucked up eye. People wondered if they were gonna change that.
We got a hero.
It's teenage Groot.
Mm-hmm.
Something's crashing in. Now, obviously,
This is Nova Corps.
yeah, that's what I think too.
That was a little snippet of Nova Corps.
Yeah,
going
I
down.
think you're absolutely right. And then that's Baby Gamora.
So it's gonna be flashbacks.
Flashback, yes, yep.
Half of humanity will still exist.
And this is obviously, this is really important. So this right here at 126, you actually stop, you see Loki, and that's Thanos' kill squad.
Yep.
All four of them, they all have different powers. They're all super, super powerful beings. In some ways, they're like Thanos' other kids. So it's really important that you see this.
And Loki's.
And Loki's in the middle. And everyone around him, if you look, there's bodies everywhere.
Oh, yeah, it's
This
Asgardians.
is obviously after...
slaughtering Nova Corps.
Yes. No,
No,
this
it's
is after
Asgardians.
Thanos found
Yeah.
Thor at the end of Thor 3, and he just wrecked everyone. And then obviously they're staring at Thanos. And this is the part from trailer 1 where he hands him the Tesseract.
So do you think he was placed there just to get the Tesseract back for him?
I think he knew absolutely what he was doing because he knew what was coming. Loki's not an idiot.
Yeah.
Loki made a deal with Thanos in the first place.
Yep.
So he knew what he was coming for, and he knew why when in Thor, when he stopped and saw the Tesseract, he's like, all right, because this is going to save his life. At the end of the day, he's a snake.
Yep.
So Loki was saving himself. But if you look, there's bodies everywhere. So obviously someone got wrecked. It's some kind of ship. It's pretty apparent that the Asgardians got wrecked. And I'm sure they threw the part where you see Thanos' head crushing. I don't know if it's Thanos' hand. I think it's the big dudes. But you see him crushing Thor's head. I think they're going to just toss him outside and think he's going to die, and the Guardians find him.
Now, doubt. Has it been confirmed about, what's his name?
Who?
Heimdall.
No, that's still up in the air,
Okay.
Yeah, they
and
don't
it's
know
so
either.
up in the air that the Russo brothers, because this was trending, obviously when it's dropped, the big hashtag was "Where's the Soul Stone?" And Russo brothers started that because they still don't know. And if you look while they're building that, you'll see later in the thing. But this is the Tesseract in his hands, and he crushes it, and that's what makes him
Stone.
The stone,
able
yeah.
to add it. Then you see Nomad, Black Panther. They're obviously going to war.
At Wakanda.
They have some kind of shield. This is Doctor Strange helping Star-Lord get somewhere. The net is Doctor Strange, and he's being tortured by I don't know what.
One of the kill squads.
One of the kill squads. So I have to assume that's the only way, because he's the only one that can actually get into that dimension.
Yeah.
So they're torturing him to get into the dimension. And obviously, it's really painful. Bunch of war, Falcon's there, Hulkbuster's getting the shit kicked out of him. Tony's in bad shape. That's not supposed to happen. So he goes.
Who's that?
That's Cap.
Yeah.
Captain America going one-on-one with Thanos. Now, I think that's going to be the part where Cap dies.
Yeah.
Because you can't, even though he stops Thanos, he's going to put up a hell of a fight and beat him down. I think that I hope they remember you thing. I think that's actually to Cap. I think that's
Not
his
to Tony.
final. Yeah, not to Tony. I think they did that. I don't think Thanos is going to kill Tony. I think he knows the best way to hurt Tony is to kill everyone he loves.
Yep.
Yeah.
But with the Nomad, with Cap, he wants to die fighting. And at the end, even though Thanos is a mad titan, he still respects warriors. And I think he's going to give him that death. And I think that's why you hear him say, I hope they remember you. And then he's going to kill him. I think that's going to be one of the final
And
scenes.
Bucky picks up the shield.
Yeah, I think Bucky picks up the shield, but I definitely think Chris Evans is unfortunately done. But that reality or the time gen changes everything.
Yeah.
Because you don't know if he comes back or not.
Right.
And that's another thing if he loses the time gem. But when he's fighting right there, the Nomad, he only has the 2 gems still.
Yeah.
He only has the power
power
gem
and
and
the
the
I don't
Tesseract.
think
Yeah.
it'd be Tony because you got in Ultron where he has the vision of
Yeah.
everyone else being dead but him.
Yeah. That's his
would be
worst
a big
fear.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I definitely think that was a big thing. And to see him stop Thanos, that the whole interaction there is supposed to show that, like, that's not supposed to happen. Like, something is different with Cap. And that's where the soul thing came from. They don't know. Maybe Cap has the soul thing
From
you're
the
not,
serum or something.
something. You're not
Yeah.
supposed to be able to stop
But the
them.
shield was straight from the Tesseract.
Yeah, it's all mished. So the soul gem, you have no clue. And another thing that kind of botches the Hamdiel thing is he was on that ship.
Yeah,
Yeah, they would have taken
So-
it right then and
Does
there.
he get kicked off the ship and he comes up
Something,
somewhere else?
yeah, or maybe he can still he teleport. Who
He
knows?
sends him away.
Something. I that's the thing we don't know.
They're still in Wakanda for no reason, we know.
Well, we know that they're gonna put all the gems there. They're gonna protect Vision and put it in there. They're gonna put the reality. They're gonna put all the gems there, and that's their final stand.
Yeah.
And that's why they're all rushing to it. And obviously they're gonna lose. And he's gonna end. The movie's gonna end with him having all of it.
Right.
It's just gonna.
Or having all but one.
Yeah.
Something.
Something like that. But then it goes into the usual Marvel.
Yeah, the ending of a Marvel.
Yeah. Yep.
I'm Peter, by the way.
Doctor Strange.
Oh, you're using your made-up names. Then I am Spider-Man.
And then it
Oh,
shows.
he's in a ring.
I love that. The interactions are great. But then it shows him, and we're not sure what he's flying through and whatnot.
Looks like the circle thing over
Yeah.
Manhattan that destroyed, yeah.
But
All right, and the timestamp. Mushroom stamp that.
Yep, time 132. All copyrighted. Obviously not our trailer. YouTube movie trailers.
Probably still put it.
We'll still
Oh,
put
it's
it.
going in the comments.
Yes.
Well, I wouldn't know comments. It's description.
No,
Description, yeah.
YouTube commenters, put it in. Every single one of you. I want nothing but the link.
Please stop us from getting banned.
Thanks.
But yeah, that was obviously a really intense trailer. We're leading up to it. It gives away a lot of hints
Another Marvel trailer doesn't give away. Gives away just enough, not too
Just
much.
enough.
to make us come up with these crazy theories. Because you don't know, and we, as we saw in like the Thor Ragnarok trailers, what they show us isn't what they give us.
Right.
You know what I mean?
You never know.
There were a lot of things in the Ragnarok trailers that didn't happen.
There's actually deleted scenes in the Ragnarok
Yeah.
trailer that didn't even make it into the deleted scenes.
Yeah, because they shot a ton.
Yeah.
But it's definitely interesting where it's going. That trailer broke a ton of records already.
Not surprising.
But the Death Squad's confirmed. Loki's involvement is confirmed. Obviously, Thor. We know Thor's going to be in trouble because Thor's going to be the only one fighting the Death Squad and shit.
Yeah.
So we might see the death of Hamdeal.
Well, we know
Unfortunately,
Cap
Korg
fights
and
one
Meek.
of them.
Huh?
We know Cap fights the Spear Lady from the
Yeah.
first trailer.
Yep. So we don't know what's happening exactly, like as far as the Death Squad goes, but I think they're going to show up, mess up all of Thor's ship. Unfortunately, we might see Korg and Meek die because I don't know how they make it out of it. And that's what sucks. And that's another thing is I can't put together is how Thor gets tossed off the ship, where Hulk goes because he makes it back to Earth.
Yep.
Somehow he
Fall
makes
the
it.
ship and go and fall down.
He makes it back
Yeah,
to
but they're
Earth.
in the middle of nowhere space.
Somehow, we don't know. No Korg and Meek, but they're on the ship. No Hamdeal. None of these people showed up. The only theory I can come up with, and this is all I've got, is somehow Hamdeal still can teleport, and he just teleports all the main guys to Earth because he might know he has the gem and he has to go. Yeah. Or maybe Loki does it, or maybe Doctor Strange. Who knows?
Right.
But those guys, those characters, obviously aren't going to stay there. I think the reason you see Thor getting his ass whooped is because Thor and Loki, Thor and Loki are like, all right, we're going to save who we can or whatever.
Yeah.
But that's the most titillating thing for me because that's obviously going to be the beginning of the movie. But it's crazy because that's Thor the god is getting his ass beat, you know, and it makes you wonder why isn't Hulk there? Because Hulk was still in Hulk form at the end of Ragnarok. So are you going to see Hulk clash? Or we don't know. Yeah. I don't think.
Well, he said like in Thor Ragnarok, he said if I turn again,
it might not come back.
And now in the trailer, he's back as Bruce Banner.
Yep. Which, the Russo brothers said the reason that is because whatever happens, he falls far enough to where Hulk doesn't die, but when
one dies, the other one comes back.
Yeah, like in Avengers 1, when he falls from the thing and he wakes up half naked.
He said he put a bullet in his head
When he was human. So it's like a Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde thing.
Yeah.
One dies.
So I mean, like Tim was arguing with me saying that maybe they toss him off the ship. There's no way because he lands in Doctor Strange's house. That's too deliberate. So something happens. He's guided. So I've got to think that Hamdeal does that thing.
Hamdeal does it.
He teleports.
Something.
Somebody brings him down there.
Something. So I don't know. I thought that trailer was fantastic.
I think he's gonna fight Thanos, but at the same time, in comic book lore, Thanos says deliberately that Hulk is one of the ones he will try to avoid fight. Yes,
so that's why I'm interested in this trailer. You don't see a lot of Hulk at all. We know Hulk is in Wakanda because we saw it in trailer 1.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you're kind of.
It looks like New York, though.
Yeah, I think that's after he crash landed and all that shit. So obviously all these things are coming together. They're still not all together, working together as a team. I think it's still Cap running his squad, Tony running his squad, and I think that is going to be going to be a big factor in obviously them not succeeding.
Shitload of egos.
And some of that fight happens with Tony and all that. That's a different planet. That's not Earth.
Yeah.
So they take it to a different planet, I'm sure, to handle it. Like, they're probably like, all right, let's get fucking... and I'm sure...
no, he says in the trailer, the only advantage we have is he comes to us.
Or he blows up New York City.
I think they send the Death Squad and his armies to Wakanda, and Thanos is going to handle shit personally. Because why would Thanos go there personally when he has an army and his Death Squad to do it? You know what I mean? So that's what's interesting is that it gives us a lot of hints in the trailers, but we don't know the timeline. They fight on some other planet, obviously, but we don't know if that's before.
Or if I think it looked like destroyed New York.
I mean, it's possible.
It's got to involve Star-Lord in them.
Oh yeah, absolutely. There's so much. I mean, there's so much they can do here, and they can wreck and it's all of New York if they want to because they have that ability to reality change it and stuff.
I think the battle off planets could be after the battle of Wakanda.
I'm thinking so too.
I can see that too.
But the thing is, in that battle off planet, which they could CGI it, he still only has those 2 gems. Through all of the trailer, he only has those 2 gems. We never see him add.
Win the battle of Wakanda. If
no,
it's just the generals.
Nah, there ain't gonna be no winning in this.
They can hold him off, but
something's
gonna happen. They're gonna get at least 1 or 2 of the gems. Vision's not making it. There's no
Vision's dead. This one, we see him die in the first one.
Yeah, but this Vision.
That's not in Wakanda though.
No,
that's
in New York, I think.
We don't know if he was on his way to Wakanda. We don't know. That's the thing. That's what's great about these trailers is we're just putting it all together, and they can change it wherever they want. But it's obvious that there's so many things going, and finally they give they finally let us see Thanos, like, as far as, like, what his goal is. Because before we're just like, this guy's just doing it. He's cleansing humanity. He believes if he kills half of humanity, it lowers the population, and then he gets to recreate it in his image. That's his goal. So in his mind, he thinks he's doing it for the good of people. And that's why he protects Gamora and shit. And so it's interesting because we're going to see, just like Darth Vader, funny enough, the good and the bad. Darth Vader wasn't pure bad. He wanted to do the right things.
He joined the dark side to save his wife.
Exactly. And so you're going to see Thanos, like, have this interesting thing. And I'm interested to see what happens with Loki, man, because we see they could kill Loki when he gives him the Tesseract. They could be like, you're a traitor, and then snap his neck. They could. And then Loki's dead. You don't see Loki for the rest of the thing, or they maybe take him, capture him. There's so many things you can do. Yeah. But that trailer for me was perfect. 2 minutes, 18 seconds of bliss. It's just perfect. I can't be more excited.
Yeah.
I cannot.
It's going to be good.
Oh, my. It's going to break.
Only a month away. Well, a month and 10 days, but still.
We're almost there, man.
Almost there.
Pre-order the tickets.
Yes,
yeah, pre-order tickets at your local movie theater because otherwise you're gonna get.
Tim just texted
screwed.
me. He wants us to go to the IMAX because they're like $20 a pop.
It's gonna be insane at IMAX.
Oh, it's gonna be so busy.
You probably should show up there like hours early.
Hours.
They
should. If I was IMAX, I'd be playing all the other movies as we lead up to it.
I think they're only playing that.
I would go to that. I would do that. I'd do an all-day Marvel. I don't care.
I think there's two. If I remember correctly, I read something there somewhere that there was 2 IMAX theaters that are doing. When the second one comes out, back to back.
That's awesome.
So
I like it. But yeah, that's the big Marvel reveal. So that's all the movies.
Yeah.
All right. So now video games.
Got some video game stuff. Not a whole lot because the main stuff is Marvel stuff.
All right. Cool.
Sorry.
Let's do it.
So, Fortnite had a bug.
Yes.
And the Rumble thing, the Rumble mode.
Oh, Royal Rumble.
Royal Rumble.
Or Royal Battle Royale.
Battle Royale mode, right? That was down for a bit because of a glitch. You want to know what it was? There's a glitch where players could carry unlimited weapons.
That would make that'd be just funny. Showing up like Terminator.
Yep. Yeah, if you can get them.
Seriously.
So yeah, that's down for a little bit, but I'm sure it'll be back up soon.
That was an update for this morning.
Fortnite. Did you hear about the Drake thing? Drake streamed him playing Fortnite on Twitch, and it broke everything. It like Drake, the rapper Drake, plays Fortnite, and 600,000 people subscribed to it. Like in one, like it was during one play session. It was so big that now Fortnite is funding a celebrity versus pro game night where you can stream it. So they're gonna have 50 celebrities and then 50 pro Fortnite players, and they're gonna battle each other.
Oh, that'd be neat.
Yeah, so that it was so big, but Drake just did it. Like Drake was just having fun. He was like, "Let's stream it," and he streamed it, and like it blew up Twitch. Like literally, it broke every Twitch record ever to exist.
I'm not surprised though.
Yeah,
it's Drake, a big game, and it's Drake.
Yeah,
and Amanda Bynes was probably the first one watching.
But and then that sparked like this huge thing where it's PUBG versus Fortnite. So like a bunch of celebrities like were going back and forth with Drake. Like PUBG's better. Like Post Malone said, like PUBG's for men, and then Drake fired back. So it's like this all out now PUBG versus Fortnite. So as big as these games were, now they're even bigger. Because I guess like Roseanne Barr plays Fortnite, came out and said, "I have 20 wins. You guys suck," or some shit. It's Roseanne Barr. Like, yeah, it's okay. It's pretty cool to see.
Good to know that Roseanne, you can run into Roseanne while playing Fortnite.
Yep.
Or Drake.
Or Drake, and he might smash your pussy if you're Amanda Bynes. Anyways, moving on.
Oh my god.
So GTA, there's a video out there. It's runs very nice. GTA 5.
Yeah.
Very beautiful game, right?
Yep.
Especially on PC when you get an upgrade, everything. However, there's a mod to turn everyone into a potato, and it's more or less. There's mods for everything. Yeah, I know. But more or less, it's called the potato mode. And it looks like complete garbage,
Does it
and
turn
it's great.
You into a potato?
You look like a potato.
That's amazing.
Not like an actual potato, but like you have a round face, and then everything's just rounded like a potato.
Those are my favorite kind of mods, like the Macho Man Dragon mods, and like the Thomas the Train. Yeah.
Oh god, Thomas the Train.
I love the Hulk ones because they're fascinating to me that people can do the physics and shit. But I love the stupid things where it's like, people just got
potato.
Someone got super stoned and was like, what would make GTA? Yeah, it was potato, and it's like, oh my god! And then these genius guys are like, let's make this mod happen. I just love that. I would kill to be a fly on the wall for the two guys. It's like, we couldn't do it. That's for damn sure.
Unless you know computer programming.
I have to try it.
Do you know zeros and ones?
You have to literally go in and change codes and shit. Yeah, see, we play Uno. We can't.
We play Uno.
We could not. We could barely play Uno. We don't even play by the rules of Uno. We couldn't.
He's not wrong.
We make our own rules.
You can't do that when coding.
Okay.
Exactly.
Anyways,
Exactly what coding is.
did we talk about Smash? The new Smash game that's going to be out?
We did briefly, I think.
I don't know if we did.
It's going to be on the Switch. There's going to be a Smash.
That's
on the Switch.
right.
Surprise.
I
Yeah,
don't remember if we talked about it
I
last
know it
week
like
or not.
Smash pre-order records for Switch. That's a big
So
thing.
yeah, big thing. No, nothing new confirmed yet though.
I'm good with that.
Okay. Moving on. Hey, Sea of Thieves. Remember we talked about that before?
Yes.
Yeah.
Comes out March 20th, so 4 days from now.
You
Beta only.
is it?
I'm pretty sure.
Oh, okay. Nice,
But
of course,
apparently you can get a free copy if you order an Xbox.
of course.
Okay.
Makes sense.
I
So
don't think it's worth it.
probably not worth it.
Well,
It's digital download, so no. And the one last thing I have for video game news. Ready? You ready
Yes.
for this?
Yes.
You ever heard of Narcos? It's a
Yeah.
Netflix
The
show.
show?
Yep.
Yeah.
They're gonna make a game out of it.
Of course they are. It
Surprise.
never works.
No, it
never
doesn't.
works.
Never works.
Never works.
Never works. So it's gonna shit. It's gonna be shit. And the first thing I saw was I glanced over it. I'm like, oh, they're making nachos.
Nope.
Nachos.
Narcos.
They're making nachos video
They're
game.
making a nachos video. Well, I mean, they're making a Flamin' Hot Cheetos movie.
They made that
Forgot
toast
about
game.
that.
Oh, yeah.
Iron
Toast.
bread.
Oh my God, I am bread.
I am
I
Brian.
am bread. If they can do I am bread, they can do I am nachos.
It's no different than Octodad.
Oh my god.
Let's.
Or how about what's it called?
Rabbit hole.
No, this is not Rebel. What's it called? It's
I am bread.
I am bread. There's a simulator.
Plug and play.
You go.
No, not goat.
Dude, the fact that Farming Simulator sells.
Not farming. Driving simulator. That's the one.
The like truck driving simulator?
Yeah, where you just drive.
drive
Yeah.
a garbage truck.
Yeah. No, not even that. You literally drive from like
Oh yeah.
Vegas
yeah.
to California.
Yeah.
The drive, and it's the actual time.
Yep.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it's
Is
like
that a
actually
thing?
takes you- yeah.
It actually takes you like
Ridiculous.
4 hours or whatever to drive
That's the
from
dumbest
Vegas
thing.
out, and you go through the.
Just get a job as a driver, get paid. Like what? Oh, I don't
Yeah,
know.
Yeah. Yeah.
We're on the cusp of a rabbit hole here, gentlemen.
It's amazing.
Oh, we're in the rabbit hole now, like for sure. Anyways, that's all I got for video game news.
Snippet. The Fortnite's making a mobile game.
Oh yeah, that's right.
So that's big news.
I think it's gonna be shit though. So like, there's
Oh
that.
yeah. PUBG finally is delivering some Xbox One DLC. You get a free jacket that says 5 on it because we have 5 million players. No map,
It just has a 5.
just a 5.
Dude, they're just trolling at this point. Like honestly, that's just such a
You
troll
don't want
move.
a paper server.
I was so excited. I see the DLC thing. I click on it and then I read it like 4 times because I'm like, I must be missing it, right?
Yeah.
Like I must be missing the part where it tells
Tells
me.
new map or
And then I scroll like one more time and I stop and it's like, you get a free jacket. Here's the link and I click on it. It's just a green jacket with a 5 on it. It's like, get it because of 5 million players. And I was like, fuck this game. I was so mad. Like don't like who's sitting there like you
That
know
is the stupidest fucking thing I've
Thank
ever
you.
heard. Like,
why roll out DLC for that?
I'm gonna
Like,
look up this jacket.
it's
I
so
would call it a hot fix. I wouldn't even call it DLC.
no, that's what kills me. Is they're literally advertising it as free downloadable content. No, you get a jacket. You get a goddamn jacket that you get to wear, which everyone in the
Oh, they charge $5.
oh my god, I would that actually. If you want to pay $5, fine, but don't give it to me for free. I don't want
$5.
that jacket. It's so dumb.
Yep. There
Yep,
it is.
I found
Yep.
it. It's and it has a white 5 on the back. Like,
Yep.
And in the front.
It looks like the jacket
It's a
I
high
used.
school sports jacket.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's literally what it looks like.
Yep.
It's the stupidest fucking thing ever. Good
Yep.
work, PUBG. They're trolling real good at this
They
point.
are.
Like honestly, that's a giant dick slap to the face.
No,
Okay,
I agree.
Do you have anything else for video games, John?
No, other than Call of Duty World War II's loot boxes are green because of St. Patty's Day.
What the fuck?
They
That's,
do that. They do that.
this is what they do.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know, but green. Like,
Dude, St. Patty's Day.
I
It's a
know,
little
but like,
cheesy.
it's super cheesy.
They do it. It's alright. So, we're into,
Unless
Well,
anyone else got.
miscellaneous.
Where's Zer this week?
We're done with video game news.
No, where's Zer?
I don't know.
Russia, always
I haven't
Russia.
been on it in probably a month.
Oh
Well,
god,
where was he a month ago?
Russia.
Okay, so
Russia.
he's in Russia. So he's.
March 16th through
Oh.
19th.
Oh, Tom's
Oh
got it.
my God.
Tom's got Zer. Tom found
What
Zer
is
for us.
Zer?
Where is he?
The only thing I wrote, only thing
You
I
can
was
find
researching was the
Zer
things you told me
just
about.
north of Giant Scar.
Giant Scar, just north. Just don't worry about the direction. It's just north.
I don't know what the fuck Giant Scar is.
Well, if you know where Giant Scar is, it's just north of it. Like just north. Not northeast, not northwest.
just north.
Oh, he's on a
Just
planet
north.
like Saturn.
He's on
Okay.
Saturn. He's on
Okay,
Saturn.
You know what? Don't care. Anyway, let's move on.
Go to Saturn. Go to Giant Scar. Just north.
Let's move past this because no one cares about Zur. Anyway,
People watch this and they need to know where Zur is.
Neil,
They come here
what
for
do we
this.
have?
They come
Random
here for
shit.
the Zur findings.
What do we have for random shit?
Well, let's start on the sad note. Stephen Hawking died.
Yeah, so
Yeah, R.I.P. brother, R.I.P.
But are you ready for the conspiracy theories behind
do
it?
not.
He's not dead. They did that shit they did in Futurama where they put his head in a capsule
No,
and they still
we haven't.
talk.
We're not that deep into the rabbit hole yet. My God, no. He died on Pi Day, 314.
Oh, you could. Yeah,
And guess who was born on Pi Day?
Einstein.
Einstein.
Yes, so they came and took Stephen Hawking's to whatever cosmos.
Yep,
shit.
he is and Carl Sagan did something on Pi Day.
I
Went
mean,
Back to the Future.
how old was Stephen Hawking?
76.
Good for him. That's a fucking life. Like,
Yeah.
and he was movie star rich or like Bill Gates rich, but he's rich. I'm sure he had. Did he write? I don't even know
He
what
wrote
he
books.
did.
He
I
was
just
comfortable.
always knew Stephen Hawking was smart.
He had ALS.
What is that?
Oh, Lou Gehrig's disease.
Yeah, ALS.
Oh, wow.
At age 21.
Oh shit, 21.
And then it just
I
degenerates
thought it was
over
in
time.
his 30s.
Yeah,
No,
He
yeah,
lasted
yeah, 21.
55 years.
good for him, man.
Damn.
That's a hell of a life.
He's 56 years.
That's pretty cool.
Damn. All right. Yeah. So that's the sad news, but
R.I.P. R.I.P.
I mean, he lasted a long time. Anyways, they said he was gonna die in his 30s or something.
It's a hell of a life,
Yeah.
man.
Hey.
He was not expected to see his 25th birthday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That dude's
So
a goddamn
he did
survivor.
good. He did good.
I'll take
Done good.
76 any day.
So, speaking of 76,
Come on.
the Queen's old.
The Queen?
Okay,
The
great.
Queen of England?
Yeah, she's old.
Is she still...
She's like 90.
I thought
5.
What's it, Queen Elizabeth?
My great
The
grandfather's still older
6th.
What did they even
She's
do?
91.
What
Oh,
do they
nice.
do?
She just beats the Queen.
The Queen is like a.
Is the king still
figurehead.
kicking or not? The king's
No.
No,
still
King died a long time ago.
than that. They don't
The
do
Queen
anything
is
other
a
than live
figurehead and kind of
luxury.
does.
They're rich from being rich before, and they just kept the richness over years.
They just live in life of luxury.
And they have the house and everything.
Uh,
It's more or less they were lucky enough to like not get beheaded.
I completely forget that they have a monarchy over there.
They don't.
don't.
It's just a figurehead. They just chill out.
Yeah, there's no
Still
governmental
consider.
role on it.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
No.
Yeah, they just chill out.
They don't make any decisions?
No.
They can influence.
They have influence.
They have like
because they're rich. And
Pretty much, they're like really like they're like the high end of lobbyists.
Really?
because they used to be king.
So they're not the ones that like make
Nope,
the
that's
decisions.
They don't
Parliament.
make the decisions.
Yep, that's
Oh.
Parliament, which is Senate more or less.
Yeah.
Oh, wow, I didn't know that.
And
I,
they have
I-
a prime minister is like president.
Prime minister's like the president. Parliament's like the Senate, and the Queen's like big old lobbyists, and like pretty much
so
you do what I tell you to
when
do.
the queen dies, is that Prince Harry becomes king? Is that the way it works?
I don't know.
Charles.
Oh, Charles. Sorry. What did I say? Henry?
Harry.
Yeah, you said
Harry?
Harry. Those are farther down the line.
Oh, okay.
I think those are Charles's sons.
So there's someone will take over.
They're like great princes.
Charles.
Do you get a pay raise when you become king and queen?
No, you don't get paid. You just are. They're just like
just
You
rich.
get the
They're
fucking
just rich.
title.
Imagine.
They've just been rich for generations.
Here's a good example.
Are they
right?
the ones that night people?
Yes.
That doesn't even matter then. I thought this whole time they were actual kings and queens.
Here's a good example.
So it doesn't.
I'm sorry. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. And this whole time, you thought they were actually.
They actually
I-
are kings and queens,
They
though.
are, but they don't do shit. He thought they did shit.
I swear to God, I was sitting over here.
He thought the kings and queens were giving order to the military.
Are you fucking
Absolutely.
serious?
I thought.
What about Winston Churchill? Like,
I-
what do you think? He was just a jack off like in World War II, and the Queen was like,
He was the
fuck
most
it.
badass motherfucker they
He was
had.
the prime minister in World War II.
I couldn't even tell you what Winston Churchill did. I couldn't even begin to tell you. I just thought the king and queen was the one sending people everywhere.
Have you ever heard the movie The King's Speech?
Yeah,
Okay,
I've heard of it. I didn't see
Okay,
it.
all right.
I don't.
So we all know John.
We got some education to do on our off time.
go
here.
home, go to Amazon, buy a book that is the history of Britain, and you'll figure out when the monarchy ended for them.
When did it end?
Mm,
Well, it had to be recent, like the last 10, 20 years.
No.
Oh,
Right?
No.
In my life?
No.
it wasn't in your lifetime. It wasn't in your mother's lifetime. It wasn't in your grandmother's lifetime.
Was it in the 1900s?
I don't know. No.
So why do they call him king and queen? This is bullshit. I was bamboozled.
It was like the
title, but
1800s.
They don't have any governmental role.
Imagine
whatsoever.
this. So here's what happened. The revolution. When was it actually? Because I want to say 1800s is when it.
That's what I was
The
thinking.
monarchy basically started losing material power with King John of England signing the Magna Carta in 1215.
Oh, 1215. Yeah, but that's beginning of the slope.
Yes.
Because
I saw it's Queen
Columbus
Elizabeth.
sailed the
beginning of
ocean
the end
blue
of
in
absolute-
1642.
Hold on.
Sorry.
The beginning of the end of absolution in royal rule in England. This was 149 years after the Norman conquest under William I.
When was that?
So
When did the king stop ruling the country?
I'm just confused here. So they just have the title.
Okay,
They don't make any decisions.
Here's a way to think about it.
Picture President Trump,
Yes.
but he's got that position, but no power.
That is a
whatsoever.
horrible example
See,
because we
that's-
elected him.
See,
Kind
I
of.
can't. I can't even imagine that because Trump can do whatever he wants. Well, he gets
He's
checked and
got money.
balances.
He's got the money to do whatever he wants. But picture he's got no power whatsoever given.
So
to him.
you're just a king. You can just go around saying you're king and queen, but you can't just send people off to fight for you.
No.
Elizabeth II is a
Got this whole
constitutional.
time.
Hold up. Is a constitutional monarch. That is, she is Britain's head of state, but her executive powers are limited by constitutional rules. Her role is mostly symbolic. She represents Britain on state visits and ceremonial occasions.
So she's like an ambassador.
That is so stupid. So she can't just start wars and
No.
shit.
No.
I
No!
thought-
The president can't start wars.
I have been saying for 26, almost 27 years, that if we had a monarchy like Britain, we wouldn't go to war.
You see, when you said that, though, the fucked up thing is I thought you were joking.
No.
And I've heard you say that.
I
And
thought.
I wish 10, 20 years ago I said something to you. Because
like, really real.
now
Not
I
like
look
John
like-
real, but like real.
now I look like the asshole for
we gotta
supporting
write
you
this one down.
when you said that.
Alright.
Nobody told me. You're telling me, and everyone thought I was kidding. When I swear on my life, I thought that it was the Queen sending and signing people to war and stuff. I thought that's why we don't mess with her, because she could just say, "That's it, go fight
No,
for me."
because they're our oldest fucking ally that has supported us in every goddamn decision we've made.
So she can't sign off on wars.
No!
Oh.
Well, this is news to me.
When did they actually lose full power, though, is my question.
It had to be like 2002. It had to be.
It was after Columbus sailed the ocean blue.
That's like
British monarch with power.
Thank you.
I don't even know. I'm absolutely I'm appalled.
Okay,
I'm shocked.
here is a good way to think about it.
So Sir Elton John is really just someone who got
He got knighted.
He got
got
knighted.
Knighted.
he got touched by a stick
Yep.
by a rich person.
Yep.
Yes.
So they should say that. They shouldn't make it
That's
sound
what sir means.
No. Sir comes from someone who could send people off to war and build moats and shit. They can't build moats.
Build
Can they
moats?
Can they
You
build
think
moats?
Sir Elton John's gonna be in the or Sir Patrick McKin fucking
This whole time I thought that Sir Elton John did something for the Queen, like personally, like
like
protected
licked her
her.
vagina? Like
no.
what do you think?
Something that deserves a sir-ing from a monarch.
What deserves a sir?
Yeah, what deserves a sirring?
Building a moat, or going to war.
That's what the English Channel is. It's a giant moat.
Sounds like a peasant's job. Honestly.
That's a peasant's job. That's a borderline slave job in the day.
If someone built me a moat, I would knight them. Okay.
Yeah, and that wouldn't mean shit.
It doesn't mean shit now because the king and queen doesn't do anything. Okay, basically, Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie are king and queen. That's what I'm saying.
No!
They're ambassadors.
That's not what it is. Okay, here's a good example. All right, ready? Gonna fucking blow your mind. So whenever that happened and England lost their ruler, right? They reestablished a new government. Okay,
Yes.
and they're like, we're gonna have a monarch or not a monarchy. We're gonna do democracy-ish things. Okay.
Okay.
They're like, well, what do we do with the king and queen?
You kill them off or something.
That's what they did in France, and they guillotined everyone. Remember that? The French
I keep
Revolution?
forgetting that Britain's
Let
not.
them eat cake.
Let them eat cake, which they don't actually know if she said that or not. There's actually some historical back and forth. Anyways, as I was saying, they did that in France. They just beheaded everyone. They beheaded the royal family and everything.
Yeah.
Okay? They didn't want to do that in Britain. They're like, no, we're not savages like the French.
Okay, they're just liars.
No,
They
they're not
lied to
liars.
me.
They're not liars, okay? Well, actually, they kind of are.
So
They said the queen
why
didn't
did it
jump out of
matter
the
when
room.
the one queen
Plane.
died in the car crash?
I mean, the
Princess.
Diana?
Yeah, why did that matter?
Because
She
it
was
was,
a famous fucking person.
she was famous.
But she wasn't like gonna make decisions.
And they also, it was a paparazzi thing. They were driving next to her, flashing cameras.
Yeah.
And
I'm
they,
just saying, R.I.P. to Princess Diana. I feel for her, but
no, you don't, because she's dead.
it's okay. She wasn't that big of a deal in hindsight because she wasn't going to send anyone to war or build moats. She wasn't going to do anything.
What?
What the fuck is up with the moats, man?
Exactly.
That's what
I gotta stop about the moats.
Kings and queens build moats.
No, they don't.
They have castles. They need moats. Do they even have a
castle? Doesn't mean you need a goddamn moat.
Do they have a castle?
24th, 1603.
1603?
Thank you.
It stopped being a monarchy?
Yeah.
That's when they really did.
That's
lose
like
power.
500 years I was wrong.
Yeah.
I was off by 200.
Okay, I just want to go ahead and say this live. Geneseo public schooling is horrible because they never in
He's
literally
not wrong. They
in
don't tell you that.
12
I had
years
to
of
research it myself.
schooling.
They taught us in York.
They didn't tell us
Well,
at
in
Geneseo.
Geneseo, 12 years of schooling, guess what I learned? Nothing. Nothing as far as anything in Britain goes. And they're the sophisticated country. If I would have went to Britain, I would have looked like a jackass and would have ended up on British YouTube as the
He's not
dumbass
wrong.
guy.
He's not wrong.
Who's this dumbass American who thinks the Queen has power?
I'm speechless. I'm so mad right
I
now.
just thought of something too. We know all about Mesopotamia.
Yeah, I can tell you all about Mesopotamia. I can
We
tell
know a
you.
rat behind it, man.
I know fucking where the soot sits in the Nile River. I know all of the. I know how Egypt came to be. I knew about all of this, but you're telling me I didn't know one of our oldest allies, King and Queen, wasn't running shit. I had no idea this whole time. No wonder my mom thinks I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot. I don't know what's.
I can't wait for Mary here.
I'm blown away.
Oh
You
my
guys just
God.
rocked my world.
So back to what I was saying. In France, they were like, we kill everyone, right?
Yes.
No, we don't want to be the savages like that. Okay.
Okay.
French Revolution. So they're like, well, what do we do with the royal family? Just keep them around, and you know,
we kept them as symbolic. After
Symbolic.
They killed the king. They beheaded him.
Yeah.
And that's when they lost their power.
I
They
think
Okay.
killed the king and left his family alive.
Yeah.
yeah, they left the family. They killed the king because the king was
and
ruling,
they kept all his money.
and then they were like, listen, either you can jack off with all this money for as long as you want,
Or we're gonna kill you.
and we'll keep you as like symbolic, or we'll kill you. And they're like, we will just be symbolic, and we'll just be the royal
They gave up
bloodline.
their power.
Yeah.
That is just so frustrating for me.
Okay. So we went down a pretty big rabbit hole.
Okay, yeah.
What was that off of?
That was off of Stephen Hawking. If you really want to be technical.
How did we get there?
I don't know. but-
Because I said the queen was old, I was trying to find a segue to my next point, so it's like a halfway point. So technically we were still on Stephen Hawking.
And then my world was rocked.
And then your world was ruined.
My world was rocked.
Okay.
Do you still think
Okay.
they have Bushido,
Okay.
like a samurai lord in Japan?
I don't even want to get into this
We can't
because
do like we can't do we gotta do like a history lesson off camera with John. So let's move on to the next topic here. You know, we
This
gotta
is
stop.
unfucking
We gotta
believable.
drop
They don't
it.
have anything like that in Japan, do they?
We gotta drop it.
What?
We just gotta drop
oh,
it right now.
samurais aren't real.
Shut up.
No, samurais were real. They're not
Yeah,
real
we're
anymore.
Okay,
Alright.
we gotta drop it right now.
Okay.
We gotta move on.
Should have said no. Should have blown your mind.
Fine. Next week we're talking samurais because I have questions about Japan too.
Alright, fair enough.
I get into that.
Actually, here's a good thing. Go to YouTube. It's actually, this will be the video for the week.
No.
Go to YouTube and watch, or type in the history of everything.
Okay.
Okay.
Drunk history.
No,
Maybe I
not
need
that.
to watch that.
The history of everything, or the history of the world, I think, if I remember correctly. It will give you a good idea of where we sit.
Okay.
Okay,
I will
it's
do
super
that.
quick, and it's like 30 minutes long.
That'll be my homework.
Actually, 15. Anyways, so moving on.
Example why
Let's-
everybody-
The queen is old. Am I right?
Let's move on. Okay, the queen is old. We've talked about the queen way too much. The queen's old. Move on.
I wanted to, literally all I wanted to say was apparently she has a World War III speech prepared in case shit goes bad. That was literally all I wanted. And we fucking made it to Columbus sailing the ocean blue and beheading the French people. Like, are you fucking kidding me?
That may have been the biggest rabbit hole we've ever jumped
Ever.
down.
Ever.
It-
There is
it-
no rabbit hole
Okay,
deeper than that.
All right, let's move on. Neil.
That is all I wanted to say.
Next one.
You can't
Neil.
blame me
Next-
for this.
Yes, I can.
This motherfucker thought they still had a monarchy.
Okay. Okay.
we thought he
We
was
gotta.
talking this
We
entire time.
gotta shut up and we gotta move on.
Oh my fucking god. Speaking of England, we're still in England right now. Fuck you.
Alright.
There's a truck. It was carrying milk, not in bags, in glasses, and it spilled it all over the place.
Don't cry over spilled milk.
1,000 gallons of milk.
What a waste.
My joke wasn't that one. It was, man, that really
I'm sure all the cats there had
spoiled the cats.
God damn it, Patrick. God, he's waited all week.
I found this article on Tuesday, and I was so fucking ready for it.
Oh my God.
I even ruined the delivery because you said cats and you fucked it up in my mind.
Do you want to try again?
I don't.
No.
I really don't.
Is that it, Neil? We have anything else?
Oh, we got more shit. It's just,
All right,
are we
let's
gonna
talk about
fucking
it.
ruin that too?
Shut up, Patrick.
Every topic has been
I was
ruined.
just curious in my head.
Can you do me a favor and Google check something real quick?
What?
Was Stephen Hawking knighted?
Fucking better not have been. Doesn't mean shit. It's all a lie.
That's all I want to know.
The cake is a lie.
Because I think he was, if I remember correctly.
I feel like Sir
Stephen
Stephen Hawking.
The city.
The key to the city.
He,
He declined knighthood.
he declined it. Why?
Probably didn't believe in it because it doesn't mean dick.
Well, because Stephen Hawking
You
never
figure
had
that out. We'll
knighthood.
talk about that later. Okay. Speaking of England, let's go on to Europe now.
All right, let's
All
do
right.
it.
Did you know the Lego area, or whatchamacallit, in Europe? I forget where it is. I forget what country it's in.
Oh, what? It's like Lego World?
Yeah.
No, I think it's in Germany. I want to
Is
say.
it Germany?
I want to say it's Germany.
Well, they're looking for, I can't remember the country, but they're looking for a master Lego builder.
Okay.
Grab a 5-year-old.
it could have
So
been
the
Connor.
reason he turned down the knighthood is he felt the government, the English government, had mismanaged the funding of UK science.
Oh, that makes sense.
That's cool.
he's
Good
like,
for Stephen
Yeah,
Hawkins.
I don't want this shit. You guys are fucking up. Fuck off.
Good
Can you
for him.
imagine if he was like, we should have a monarchy?
Yeah. I
There
wanna-
still needs to be a monarchy. Oh,
Bring it
shit.
back.
Bring back the monarchy.
So they would need a master Lego builder. I
Yep.
bet-
He was awarded the U.S. The Presidential Medal of Freedom by Obama.
I didn't care about that.
for a
I
scientific work.
care about the knighting. But anyway.
But anyway,
Yeah, no, master Lego builder, and it starts at 27k euros a year.
It's probably it's just you're building Legos.
You're
It's
building
good money.
Giant Lego statues.
That'd be so cool. But I bet it's so like it's probably art at that point.
In
you
your
know what I mean?
fingers, man. If you like, and if you like drop a Lego and you have to go find it or something,
I
you
would
step
just
on a
try
bunch.
to build the entire Marvel set out of Legos.
Okay.
Like, try to imagine trying to build
Do that.
Korg.
They have like Korg and Marvel stuff. If you go to Lego World, they have a
Yeah,
Hulk
but they're
that's
doing
like
it with bricks, not like the already molded out
that's
pieces
true.
and putting it together.
Yeah, that's true.
That's true. That's true. So yeah, if you are a Lego fan and you like building Legos, try out to be a Lego master builder.
Hey, give it a shot. What's the worst?
Because
that can
I don't
happen?
think there's a college degree for that one.
No, but there,
Not yet.
there should be.
I mean, there's a League of Legends college degree. Like,
If you ask
this
Chris,
world.
it'll probably be in engineering.
we're already way.
oh, we're done with the world. Oh, hey, did you know a cyborg was fined in Australia?
A cyborg?
Was fined or found?
Fined, like FIND,
Fine, like money. Fine.
like money.
Oh, he's fined money.
For what?
For what?
Well, the reason he's a cyborg is because his pass for the subway, you know, the slide pass goes oh beep. He put it in his ass hand.
Oh my god. Good
What
for
was he
him.
fined?
He'd never lose it.
He was fined because
You can't do that.
you can't do that. Exactly.
That's weird. You get fined because that's fucking weird.
It's not fine because he was weird. It's fine because you can't destroy the thing or whatever. And he was doing it to protest like their lack of acceptance of new technology.
It's
or
happening.
I don't
If,
care.
if someone needs to see it, so I can.
But I just thought it was cool. He like put it in his hand. He's
That's
like,
devotion. That's devotion,
Yeah,
man.
devotion. Is that all you got, Neil?
no, go fuck yourself. So the last two things. I have nothing good to end this week.
Come on!
So I fucked that one up. I was gonna end it with the Master Lego Builder, but once again, the cat thing. Well, actually, I was gonna end it with the cat point. If you really want to be, if you really
Just-
want
Hey, you
Next
didn't
thing.
even end it with
Next
that.
thing. Neil.
to, no, I need.
Woosah.
He
Woosah,
went all
bring it
week
back
for that
in.
joke. I actually feel for him right now. Like I've been there where it's like I've got the perfect joke, and then it just fucking.
It's not
fails.
even he said the joke. It's like he beat me to like. It's like someone's like knock knock. President Clinton. How did you know the punchline before I even delivered the line?
It's true. It's true. That's exactly what it's like.
Okay. Anyways,
What we got, Neil?
so apparently on Google Maps, I don't know if they fixed it or not. There was, if you looked in Antarctica and you were able to like look under it, there was a giant X like this, giant red X under Antarctica. So obviously, conspiracy theorists are jumping ahead on this one.
Have to get rid of
Talk
Antarctica.
about this there, man.
And or X marks the spot. Perhaps there is a giant treasure there,
Okay, I doubt.
or
that.
a lost civilization.
Atlanta.
Atlanta, Georgia is in Antarctica.
Atlantis.
Atlantis, are we done about?
Yeah, we got this.
Dude, if we found Atlantis, we'd bomb it or something. There's
Oh,
no way we'd
or
be
like it'd have like a microorganism that's like ancient and just kill everyone.
Yep. It unleashes the fucking megalodon on us or something.
The megalodon just comes on land.
Oh, we finally found it. Yeah, you fucked everything up though.
You ruined it all.
telling you, it's gonna be some Pirates of the Caribbean
Okay.
shit.
That's you got Superior Stairs through the Red Axe. Okay.
Okay.
What
Okay.
else you got?
The last little thing.
Let's do it.
So, 2015. Fast forward, backtrack 3 years ago.
Okay.
Okay? Don't give me that look. 3 years ago. They just released this. It just became unclassified. In 2015, there was an encounter with a UFO
Really?
off the East Coast. The Navy recorded it.
Did they release the footage?
Yeah, but it's like a UFO. So it's like, they're like, what is that?
It's,
I don't know. It's blurry. Yeah.
it's always blurry.
I think they're real. I've always believed in UFOs.
So are we out there? Are we alone?
Well, Stephen Hawking said that.
Oh,
Stephen
he also
Hawking-
thought that aliens were living among us, like Men in Black style.
I wouldn't
so,
be surprised. I wouldn't.
That's a bit
I
extreme.
mean, he said
Could
there's
be
like
one for all we know.
maybe that would explain everything. I mean,
Why he didn't know the king and queen were figureheads.
Well,
Listen,
he was just dropped off here like 6 years ago. Like, implant memories.
you know, people are gonna roast me for that, but I bet more people thought the same thing. They won't admit it now. But
You're
I'm
actually
telling
probably
you.
not wrong. Probably some people think there's like that. Actually, that's not gonna jump to that. But that's all I got.
Righty.
That's it.
I want you to bring that up during the table tomorrow.
I will do that. I will get roasted tomorrow. All right. So yeah, that's it. So I guess we can. That's it.
And we predict stuff.
Yeah, we'll predict out.
I
Corey.
did my research for
I
you.
just noticed through this whole video that it looks like.
Wait, what?
John had me come up with topics. And
Oh, I thought you already said the anime thing.
it was anime. I mentioned it. I talked about
Save it
that
for next
before.
week. Just save that paper for next
All right,
week.
yeah, save
We'll
it for
do-
next week because
we'll
we
do
went
a
like
post-
2 hours.
I'll add more to it.
Yeah, we're
Yeah.
way
Well, we would have been there sooner if someone thought, you know, what new
Listen.
history.
You can't put timeline on learning,
Okay.
especially in Genesee,
That's
where I
good.
didn't learn anything.
All right.
All right, so we're gonna sign off anyway. We'll be back next week. We're finally gonna have the Chris on our podcast,
The Chris.
and
We'll be starting a little
he
later.
fucking better finish the goddamn
Well,
logo.
He came up to me and said I can actually join next Friday.
perfect. So we're gonna have the reveal for the logo
And his shirt.
and his shirt,
You better be wearing Weird Al.
and
we can't have the shirt until he gets the logo out.
No.
no, the
Oh,
Weird Al
Weird Al
shirt.
shirt.
Oh, I gotta talk to him.
Yes.
Yeah.
But we're gonna have all that next week. Monday we have my co-host Steve butt chugging because he lost a bet with our producer Tom.
But
He
it's not
did.
gonna be shown on camera.
No, you're just gonna see
We'll hear the sounds off camera.
you're gonna hear and see his face.
So you're going to cover the ass?
So who's
Yeah.
That's smart.
We gotta shoot it classy.
is his fiance inserting?
I don't know. We gotta figure that out.
She's not-
I guess
Happy with
watch
that.
to see what happens. Oh yeah, she said no, but we'll figure
She
it
said
out.
she wouldn't do it?
No, she said if you do, I'm not gonna marry you.
Yeah, you can have the ring back.
Yeah, you can have the ring. That was her exact quote. You can have the ring back. So we're gonna have to secretly stream it live.
Secretly stream it. Once you see it, it's on the internet, you fucking
I
idiots.
can't wait for Steve's kids to hate me.
Oh my god.
But yeah, so Monday.
I wonder if he was serious about that.
Oh,
Yeah.
I think so. But we'll see.
Find out.
But follow us on Twitter at Swiss Army Nerds, YouTube at Swiss Army Nerds. Like and subscribe. Instagram Sticky Unleashed. That's the Swiss Army Nerd handle. And Facebook Swiss Army Nerds. So yeah, basically any social media.
I expect to see some tweets without
Yes.
spaces.
We are up to 18 videos and 18 subscribers, so we're growing.
That's a subscriber a video.
yeah.
That means someone watched it, was like, I kind of like this, subscribe, and then saw the next video and like, nope,
Nope.
nope.
But yeah, we're getting there.
Professional sound pretty soon.
Yes, we're gonna have a new member, hopefully, of the show. He's gonna be able to do all the editing and whatnot, and then we'll hopefully be able to get some better acoustics and whatnot. So the show is growing. Please strap in, enjoy the ride.
Strap on.
Strap on, enjoy the ride.
Strip on.
Yeah.
Build a moat. All right, we are out of here. Y'all have a good one. You wanna say your one?
Oh yeah. Well, Alexa's kind of bugged at the moment. She might just laugh. Alexa, play us out
And masturbate.
and masturbate.
Bye.